Academy postseason basketball here in the Class 5A North tournament, as Leake Academy in their first ball game on the girls' side get to take on the Bayou Academy Lady Colts. I'm Caleb Hamill. Glad to have you along for the journey this afternoon. We'll have the girls' game here starting at 4 o'clock and the boys' game to follow right around 5:15. That'll be all determined based on how late this game gets in, and then also just how much time they want to take between games. So they want to do anthem twice. We'll see. A lot to be had in store for you here live from Mendenhall, but glad you're with us here on this Wednesday evening for high school basketball. For the Lady Rebels for Leake Academy, it's been a bit of a journey this season. Little ups and downs here and there. Started off the year on a 13-game win streak, a loss to Pillow, then 10 games in a row winning. Pair that with a couple losses to Simpson, the key one last week against those Cougars in the championship game of the district. That's why Leake Academy is now sitting in second place of the district entering the 5A North tournament. This game before us, Leake Academy, the District 2 number 2 seed, facing Bayou Academy, the number 3 District 1 team. This is day 2 of games here in the North 5A basketball tournament, as yesterday's contest concluded on the girls' side. On one side of things, the first game, Heritage Academy was able to trounce Lamar School 54-36. Heritage moves on and will face the winner of Simpson Academy and Starkville Academy later tonight. Meanwhile, for Leake and Bayou, they get to face the winner of the Pillow Academy and East Rankin game, and Pillow won that one 57-45. So Pillow sits waiting for the winner of this one between Bayou and Leake, and that game will be played at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Still got about 6 minutes and 36 seconds or so to go. At least that's what the clock shows, before we'll have anthem and introductions, as we are in the middle of our Dr. David Henderson pregame show. And I want to also remind you of a couple of other sponsors. Our audio stream, we will not have video today. Apologies for that, but in the midst of a fill-in job, we're working with what we have. But our audio stream today brought to you by Mela Weber and Next Door Insurance, bringing you both the girls and boys audio streams for Leake Academy basketball this afternoon. Our countdown to T&K Farms Woodmiser's tip-off is straight ahead, as we'll take one break and be right back to continue our pregame coverage here with Leake Academy girls basketball on Cruisin' 98.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices, because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Your kid's graduation, we were there. Your summer barbecue, we were there. That Christmas you burnt the turkey. Yep, we were there. 2 hours after the storm hit, you bet we were there. At South Group Cox Agency, we provide the coverage you can count on when you don't need us, and those times that you do. Coverage that's always there. South Group Cox Agency.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, Performance Therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back here at Simpson Academy, ladies going through their warm-ups right now with about 2 minutes plus to go before we have the anthem and the starting lineups. Caleb Hamill with you, filling in for Phillip Palmertree this afternoon. He should be back with you on Friday to cover the boys and hopefully girls as well. Well, that's hopeful on both ends, as a matter of fact, because right now the goal is win and you're in as far as the Class 5A overall tournament. Excuse me, probably need to watch my language right there. It's not the overall tournament. That's a completely different thing. The Class 5A tournament, which will happen at Pillow Academy here in the coming days. But for Leake on the women's side, they're in poised position to do so. They have to just beat these Colts of Bayou Academy to at least get into that tournament. But, of course, the Rebels don't want to stop just there. They want to continue on, not only winning over Bayou Academy, but they want to continue on to the championship game and avenge that loss they had back in the district contest against Simpson last week. For the guys, the goal is the same thing. Absolute same set of circumstances, same team, as a matter of fact, facing Bayou Academy. Just different seeding between those two. Bayou, the 4 seed in the boys' side, with Leake Academy winning District 2 over Simpson last week. So the boys will be the 1 versus 4. Girls here are the 2 seed out of District 2 facing the 3 seed from District 1, Bayou Academy. Girls clapping their hands, getting ready to go to their respective benches, and we should be finding out the starting lineups and having the national anthem here momentarily. I want to tell you a little bit more about how the other team got here, Bayou Academy, unable to get their opening game win in the district tournament, losing to Heritage, but were able to win the consolation game against Starkville, winning that one 60-42. And Coach Molly Blair has her Lady Colts ready to go in this contest today, trying to improve this season and possibly continue their postseason. Otherwise, they will be just standing still, waiting for next year. Well, it looks like we're about to have the national anthem, and so with that, we will take one final timeout here on the Dr. David Henderson pregame show, and we'll have the T&K Farms Wood-Mizer tip-off along with the starting lineup when we return. Here with the Class 5A North Tournament, it's Leake Academy and Bayou Academy here on Cruisin' 98.
If spending days looking for a top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven-baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? Better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Better Breakfast. At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Boswell Media Sports.
Introducing the starting lineups to you right now here on the court at Simpson Academy. Caleb Hamill here with you for the North 5A State Tournament. First game for Leake Academy between the Lady Rebels and Bayou Academy. As the starting lineups will read for Bayou Academy, a freshman, number 15, Allie Kyle Cunningham. At forward, it's a junior, number 3, Gracie Kovac. At forward, a 5'8 junior, number 10, Taylor McCain. At guard, a junior, number 13, Susie Page Vaughn. And then at forward, a senior, number 23, Katie Clark. For coach Amanda Hatch in her 9th season at Leake Academy, her starting 5 looks like this. Usual suspects. Number 10, Miriam Prince, getting the start as a senior guard at 5'8". Then it's senior number 11, Morgan Freeney at 5'4 guard. At forward, number 12, the senior at 5'8", Emery Warren. Then at guard, senior number 15, Alan K. Wilcox. And then rounding it out at center, the junior at 5'11", number 44, Katie Jones. Glad to have you along. A fresh 8 minutes on the first period clock. As those are your Baptist Medical League starting lineups, and we're about set for the T&K Farms Woodmiser tip-off. In the jump circle, it'll be Katie Clark for Bayou Academy, jumping against Katie Jones, and Katie Jones tips it, but into front court as Bayou Academy controls it with number 15, Allie Kyle Cunningham. Up to the left side with Katie Clark to the head of the circle. Ball tipped around as she tried to get it to the top of the key, and Leake Academy with a steal. Up to the center of the floor comes Wilcox. Outlet pass to the left side. 3-ball in the air for Prince. Will not go. Quick rebound, though. Stick back. Will not roll in. Took an unfriendly roll off the front edge for Wilcox, and the Colts get the rebound. Gracie Kovac to the head of the circle. Bounces over to McCain, sitting at the half-court circle. Now to the left side wing. Coming right with her dribble is Cunningham to the head of the circle. Off to the right wing with Vaughn. Vaughn dribbling with the right hand, guarded out there on the perimeter by Freeney. Back left side wing to McCain. McCain guarded loosely out there by Wilcox. Waiting with the ball firmly in her chest with 7:07 to go first period. Starts to drive to the wing, now turns back to the right, deep near the half-court circle. Now comes left on the wing. Back up top to Clark. Clark dribbling right with it for Bayou Academy. Comes up on the arc, now dribbles left to the head of the circle. Back deep left rear now for Susie Page Vaughn. Vaughn going to work on Prince, now stops, keeps going right with the dribble, now backs up with it. Man-to-man defense shown by Leake Academy here in the early going. 6:43 to go. Quick drive inside, stopping right of the lane, foul extended right. Throws the ball away into back court as Bayou Academy will escort it out of bounds and allow Leake to inbound it near court and front court. Near side and front court, I should say. 6:35 to go. First period, we're scoreless between Leake Academy and Bayou Academy. Freeney to trigger it in. Man-to-man defense shown by Bayou Academy as well. Bounce pass into Katie Jones is successful. Foul line extended right. Starts to drive into the lane. Dishes left side. Warren dribbles it back out. Up top to Wilcox now. Now to the left side, Freeney on the wing. Crosses over the dribble. Gets tripped on her way down the left lane line, and she is fouled. Fouls on Susie Page Vaughn. Her first personal. 6:23 to go. First period. Scoreless between Leake and Bayou. Freeney trying to trigger it in. Lofts it up and gets it in. Over the left side now it's Prince. Prince starts to drive down the left baseline, gets by her defender, lost the handle in the lane. Now gets it out left side to Jones. Jones cross-court feed to Wilcox, starts to drive baseline, cut off. Circles back out there on the wing to Prince, top of the arc. Drives down the right lane line, stops at the left block. Fadeaway jump shot will not go from 10 feet away, and it's rebounded by Bayou. Kovac with it, brings it up the floor into front court with 5:57 to go first period. We're scoreless. 5A North state tournament underway here in Simpson Academy. Up top, it's Katie Clark for the Colts. Now deep right rear with Taylor McCain. Again, man-to-man defense shown by Leake so far in the early going. At the foul line, McCain drives left block, puts up the shot, won't go high off the front of the edge of the rim and into the hands of Leake Academy. Running with it down the floor, shot put up, rejected underneath on the shot by Warren, and coming away with it is Bayou. Up the right side, Clark angles towards the hole, lays it up, got a friendly bounce off the heel, and it goes in. Katie Clark breaks the scoreless tie between these two. Quick trigger three on the other end. No good for Freeney, and a quick rebound for Bayou. Short trip offensively for the Lady Rebels. 5:05 to go, 2-0 to lead for Bayou. High right side, it's Katie Clark for the Colts. Comes left with the dribble on the arc, guarded out on the perimeter by Jones. Now backs up about 3 feet from the half-court line. Crosses over her dribble, looking for somebody to streak free. Now outlets a pass deep right side. Nearly lost the handle there on the pass to Cunningham. Cunningham starts to drive to the left of the arc. Now gets it back out to Clark. Clark, right of the circle. Katie Jones giving her fits with an arm, trying to swat at the basketball. Instead dribbles out right. It's a baseball pass left side. Completed it to McCain, who dribbles with it left of the circle. Now dribbles back out deep on the arc. 4:21 to go first period, and just a 2-0 lead for Bayou. Dribbling with it, Taylor McCain for the Colts. Crosses over her dribble on Prince. Now picking her up, Emery Warren. Deep pass into the corner. Now Kovac tries to get it to the foul line. Does so to Clark. Clark now deep right rear with a pass to Cunningham. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Brought to you by Carthage Vet Clinic. And now a turnover. Carry violation there against Cunningham of the Lady Colts. And with 3:55 to go, Leake gets a side court inbound here in the backcourt. On the floor right now for Leake Academy, it's Prince, Freeney, Rudolph, who just checked in. As there's a three attempt, and that one is good for Emery Warren. And the Leake Academy Lady Rebels have the lead now, 3-2. 3:33 to go, first period. We'll get those subs in for you momentarily. Dribbling with it, Clark head of the arc for Bayou. Over right side to Kovac. Kovac comes right off a screen, but picked up by Warren. Baseline feed, driving down the lane. Lost the handle inside. Cunningham lost it, but it's picked back up and put in by Taylor McCain, and she gets fouled in the process. So count the basket. Bayou leads now 4-3, and we'll have a free shot upcoming. And McCain's free throw is good. She's got 3, and the Lady Colts have 5. 5-3 the score. Bayou on top with 3:13 to go in the first period. Up at the top of the circle, it's Olivia Rudolph. Works with a dribble, right wing. Now gets it deeper on that side to Freeney. Freeney backing into the right side of the lane. Now wants to dish it to Warren. Warren drives across the foul line. Over left side, Rudolph. Rudolph drives inside. Puts up a shot from right in the hole. Cannot get it to go in, but she is fouled. And we'll get 2 free shots. Foul goes against Katie Clark for the Lady Colts. Her first personal and the team's second. Cunningham, first one on the way. Good. 65% free throw shooter on the season is Rudolph. She's got another one coming, a chance to tie the game. On the way, that rattles out. Wouldn't stay. Clark with a defensive board. Up the right side of the front court goes Katie Clark for the Colts. Guarded by by Rudolph out there on the perimeter. Now a steal by Prince. A bad post entry pass. Prince brings it up the floor, stops right of the circle. Now drives to the foul line, kicks left side corner, 3. Good. Emery Warren, another one. She's got 6 so far. And the lead is now 2 for Leake Academy. Quick pass and a bad one from Bayou as Leake comes away with it. Miriam Prince drives to the foul line on the offensive end. Backs up. Now gets it over to the right side. Wilcox. Wilcox drive inside. Good little move, but she can't complete the shot. It's off the window and no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by Katie Clark. Bayou Academy on the offensive end now, running the offense. Allie Kyle Cunningham, number 15 in gray and blue. Leake Academy is the home team in white today. 1:53 to go in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. 7-5 the score in favor of Leake. On a drive by Clark, she goes up with a shot in the center of the lane, and she's fouled in the process by Morgan Freeney. First foul of the game for Morgan Freeney, and second team foul on Leake. First shot, good by Clark. 7-6 to score. Second one, just as good. Tied at 7s. .144 to go in the first period. Right side, Emery Warren. Warren bounce pass. Top of the circle, Maxey. Over the left side, trying to get it to Prince. Stolen out of there by McCain. Bayou Academy controls it with 1:32 to go first period. 7-7 the score. Bayou and Leake tied. And they're on a bounce pass, trying to get it to her teammate. Pushing from behind was Grace Maxey, who picks up her first personal. Quick trigger in from Katie Clark as McCain controls it for Bayou with 1:19 to go. Guarded out front by Prince. She gets Bayer to the foul line. Kicks left side of the arc, thinking about the 3, but Kovac instead passes up back to Clark. Drives right of the lane, puts up a runner, will not go. Prince tracks down the rebound, relaying it to herself in the process. Across the center of the floor to the right of the arc. Triggers a 3 quickly. Swish! Three-pointer being kind to Leake Academy so far, and they lead at 10-7 with under a minute to go in the Carthage Vet Clinic first period. Now some pressure from Leake Academy in the backcourt as Clark is trapped back inside their own arc. Now coming up, Cunningham tries to the center of the floor and finally does get it across before the 10-second call. 38 seconds to go first period. Left side of the arc, Taylor McCain. Guarded out front by Freeney. Overhead pass, lob it right side to Cunningham. Maxey picks her up. Now back to the half-court circle at the base of it to Clark. Clark, right side McCain. 21 seconds. Again guarded by Maxey out there deep right side, and a 5-second call. Didn't dribble it, didn't pass it. And a good job by Maxey to stay on her. 18.1 to go on a turnover. A trigger in right in front of the Leake Academy bench goes to Miriam Prince. Will take her time bringing it across the floor. 11 seconds. 10 for the right side wing. Emery Warren back up top. Maxey. Maxey guarded closely by Cunningham. Drives left of the lane. Back outside. 3-ball in the air. Skips off the edge. No. 2 seconds. 1 defensive rebound. And a long heave from Clark will not go. And so the score at the end of the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter, 10-7 in favor of Leake Academy. We'll take a full timeout right here on the network. You're listening to Leake Academy Basketball on Cruising 98.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware materials and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back here at Simpson Academy, Leake with a 10-7 lead over the Lady Colts. As right now leading the scoring for Leake is Emery Warren with a couple of threes to give her 6. Miriam Prince also has a 3, and then Rudolph with a single free throw. Leake Academy ball to start the second period, brought to you by Welch Forest Products. Prince with it near the half-court line. Going to work on offense with a fresh 8 minutes rolling down on the clock. Left side on the drive, Emery Warren kicks back outside to Cheatham, who just checked in. Now right side with Maxey. 7:40 to go, first period. Just underway here. 10-7, the score. Leake on top. Warren starts the drive from the head of the circle, dishes down low right block. Now outside, Maxey tries a 3, rattles, and falls in. What a lucky bounce for Grace Maxey. And a good assist from Olivia Rudolph from inside. And now a deflection on a pass, trying to get it into front court. McCain tried to get it up this left sideline, and it was deflected out of bounds. I think that may have been Grace Maxey. Now throw in and a steal. Olivia Rudolph steals it to Miriam Prince, head of the circle, starts to drive down the left lane line, kicks back outside, 3 ball in the air, will not go for Maxey. Rebound fought for. Prince has it, left of the circle, tries the 3, rattles out, and a defensive board for Katie Clark of the Bayou Academy Colts. 7 minutes to go, just a minute inside the second period. 13-7 the score. Leake on top. Clark driving hard to the foul line. Dishes left of the lane. Quick shot on the runner. Will not go for Kovac, and a defensive board for Leake. Emery Warren. Outlet pass to the right side. Cheatham. Deep right arc. Now bounces top of the circle to Prince. Prince drives in. Had a pass deflected, but it stays alive in Leake's court. 3 ball in the air. Will not go for Maxey, but tracked down the loose board. Comes Emery Warren, and a second chance opportunity. Prince fires a 3, flat-footed, left it short, and deep left side on the rebound, comes away with it, does Cunningham for Bayou Academy. 6:20 to go, second period, 13-7 the score in favor of Leake. Cunningham, a slow drive, foul line extended left, guarded by Maxey out there, looking for someone to pass to, and finally does get on a bounce feed to McCain, deep left side. Starts to drive from the right side of the arc on Prince, now stops. Lost the handle midway up the lane, and a whistle and a travel call. And McCain just couldn't find her footing right there. Prince was giving her money's worth there defensively and had a hard time just keeping her footing and keeping the basketball firmly in her possession, and drug her pivot foot. 2 minutes into the second period and only 3 points to speak of. Those belong to Grace Maxey. A handoff to the top of the circle. Emery Warren drives in hard on the left lane line, left it short. An offensive board outside. Maxey a 3. You bet. She's got 6, both of them coming in the form of 3s in the second period. Long pass ahead. Cunningham stops on the left block, puts up a shot, wouldn't go, but Freeney's going to be called for the blocking foul. Or check that, not Freeney, but that was Cheatham on the foul. 14, not 11. That's her first personal foul, team's 4th. Cunningham at the line, shooting 2. First one, triggered up and in. Her first point of the afternoon, and it's 16-8 in favor of Leake Academy. Second one for Cunningham, short. And the rebound pulled down by a Warren for Leake Academy. Now working it hard at the floor comes Cheatham. Right side, Freeney bounces the feed to Jones, top of the circle. She probably won't shoot it from 3. Now gets it to right side of Cheatham. Cheatham drives to the foul line, now dribbles back out, left side to Warren. 3, rattled it home. She's got 3. And it's 19-8 in favor of Leake Academy with 5:06 to go in the Welch Forest Products second period. A steal for Leake Academy, shot underneath, good by Katie Jones, and a timeout call by Bayou Academy. Just a shade over 3 minutes to go, or 3 minutes into this second period. Leake already with a 21-8 advantage after that shot goes down for Katie Jones. Right now, Emery Warren leading the way with 9 points for Leake. Right behind her, Grace Maxey with a pair of triples here in the early going of the second period. Glad to have you with us here on both Cruisin' 98, also on YouTube at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. I'm Caleb Hamill. Glad to have you along for the ride this afternoon. Right now on the scoreboard, 4 fouls for Leake Academy, 2 on the board for Bayou. And Leake with a 21-8 advantage right now. Lady Colts basketball out of the timeout. After that, underneath layup by Katie Jones after a turnover. They just do get it backed in across the half-court line. Now a wild pass up to the left side of the floor, tracked down by Kovac. She saved it. Now crosses the court with a pass over to Cunningham. Cunningham dribbles around a defender, drives to the hole. Layup won't go, gets her own miss. Now tries to get it to a teammate. Finally is tracked down by Cartwright, who just checked in. And the Bayou Academy Lady Colts get a second chance. Kovac driving right of the lane. Now gets out to the right side corner. Dribbling out comes McCain. McCain with a handoff to Clark. Clark dribbling top of the circle, backing in the foul line. Dishes down to McCain, running through the right side of the lane and lays it in. McCain's got 5, and the Colts trail by 11. Quick shot will not go for Leake, and a defensive rebound by Cartwright of the Colts. 3:57 to go, second period. Brought to you by Welch Forest Products. 21-10, Leake on top. Dribbling deep right side, Cunningham for the Colts. Now to Clark, who's played the whole game so far. Crosses over her dribble, gets a screen, dishes down low to McCain. Shot would not go. Horseshoes out of the rim, and a defensive board for Jones, and she's immediately fouled. Fouled by Taylor McCain after she was frustrated that she couldn't get her own rebound down there. And she picks up her first personal and the third team foul on Bayou. Leake Academy basketball with 3:31 and rolling here in the second period. 21-10 the score. Rebels on top. Bounce pass, foul line extended left. Katie Jones out right side to Prince. Now a 3 from the straight on will not go for Freeney. Offensive board though, tracked down by Warren. To Prince, driving right of the lane. No look pass right side. Freeney drives, bounces to the left block. Fake shot now put up by Jones, but she's called for a travel. I thought for sure they were going to call on Clark, getting her slapped from behind. But instead, a turnover call. That was a great feed, though, to Katie Jones. That is almost automatic points. 21-10 the score. Bayou with the ball. Cartwright brings it into front court, guarded closely by Prince out there on the deep left side. To the right with Susie Vaughn. Dribbles with it, trying to work on Freeney. Now to the right side with Clark. Now midway between the arc and the half-court line, she dribbles through the head of the circle, guarded by Warren. No-look feed to the low right block. Shot put up, will not go for Cartwright. Rebound tipped around, and an offensive foul called on the rebound. That goes against Susie Vaughn. That's her second. And a fourth team foul on Leake. 2:39 to go in the period. 21-10 still the score. Been a little bit of a drought for these teams. Bounce feed at the foul line. Now to Prince, right side of the wing. Drives in on the right side of the lane. Dishes out left side corner. Wilcox a 3. Too long with that one, but the offensive board's tracked down by Warren, but she tries to throw a pass. It's stolen away by Cartwright. Ahead with a pass to McCain. Puts up a layup. Will not go, but a foul called on the shot. As they get, let's see, who do they get? Jones? No, Freeney. They'll get Freeney for her second. 15 foul, and a shooting foul for McCain. First one, rolling around the rim and falls in. I've got her with 6 of the 11 points. Second one on the way, off the heel, not there. Defensive board for Katie Jones. 21-11, a 10-point advantage for Leake. Prince crosses over a dribble to the left side of the foul line. Now drives to the low left block, puts up a left-hand runner. Won't go. Katie Jones the rebound. Stick back off the glass and in. Katie Jones with 4. And the lead is now 12. Bad pass to the half-court line. Fought for, and a tie ball called between Cartwright and Warren. And it'll stay with the Lady Colts here as they have the possession arrow. First tie ball. As now in the timeout, Katie Jones will finally get a breather, and Olivia Rudolph checks in her place. A lot of guards on the floor right now. I think Miriam Prince, the tallest player on the floor, between her and Warren. Both at 5'8". Bayou works it in. On the left side, working it, Susie Vaughn. Guarded closely out there by Freeney. Now bounces deep left side. Now back up top to Cunningham. Cunningham comes left of the arc. Prince guarding her heavily and commits a foul. Tried to poke the ball away and ended up getting her on the arm. I tell you what, this defense for Leake Academy has been a lot of close guarding all night long, or all day long. That's Prince's first foul, by the way, 16 foul. They trigger it in front of the scorer's table across the way. 1:28 to go in the second period. A drive by Cartwright, bounce feed, low right block, and a score. Susie Vaughn on the bucket gets her first to give herself 2 and give her team 13. Quick drive inside. Shot no good for Morgan Free, and a defensive board for Cartwright of the Lady Colts. Over to the left side corner, Vaughn. Out up top now to Cartwright with a pass. Comes left off of a screen, now backs out as she was quickly held by Wilcox there from penetrating any further. 55 seconds to go, second quarter. 10-point lead for Leake. Here in the first game of the North 5A tournament. Left side working it across the key. Cunningham turns down the right lane line, puts up a shot, rolls in. Got it over Prince to go. Cunningham with 3 now. 23-15. In the corner, 3 ball in the air for Freeney. Rolls off the rim, and the rebound deflected out of bounds by Wilcox, who tried to track it down on the offside. And with 30 seconds to go, Bayou has the ball. And we'll have a couple of substitutions. As coming back in now is Caroline Cheatham, replacing Miriam Prince to give her a little bit of rest. Give her a chance to take some weight off that leg of hers. Quick entry pass deflected out of bounds by Rudolph. In a fight with the pass that was right there in front of the end line. Actually, they said it was off of Bayou. So now it's Leake's ball. Cheatham to trigger it in. Trying to find someone to pass it into. Got it into Rudolph, but had it deflected out of her hand from behind, and Bayou comes away with it. Cartwright with it, trying to cross half court. Guarded by Freeney on the circle. Comes left with a dribble. Dishes it in the corner, coming back out to the top. McCain. McCain turns down the left lane line, back to the left side of the arc with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Freeney guarding her closely, trying to get the ball deflected away. Still with it, Cartwright now in the corner, 3 ball. That's long for McCain, and Leake will not attempt to bring the ball any further up the court as the second period comes to a close. As Leake goes into the halftime break, leading 23-15, an 8-point edge after the Welch Forest Products second period comes to a close. We'll recap the first half for you, give you some updated statistics and a whole lot more as our Wendy's halftime break will begin in just a moment. Leake on top of Bayou, 23-15 here in the girls' game of the Class 5A North Tournament here from Simpson Academy. We'll be back.
You know what they say. You are what you eat. So if you eat Wendy's new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich, you're clearly bold, like a toasted garlic knot bun. Tender, like the juicy chicken breast. Delightful and cheesy, like a fried mozzarella. So get your bold, tender, delightfully cheesy self into Wendy's and try the new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich today. You can even skip the line when you order ahead in the Wendy's app. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Smith & Smith is the longest-standing law firm in Leake County. They're proud to support Leake Academy this year. Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else. Smith & Smith has worked hard for years, and it's paid off, and so will your hard work. Smith & Smith is here to help you survive criminal and family law. Smith & Smith, 207 West Water Street in Carthage, or atjesmith.law. That'sjesmith.law. Or call 601-267-5611. 601-267-5611.
Boswell Media Sports.
We're in our Wendy's halftime break. Leake Academy with a 23-15 edge over the Bayou Academy Lady Colts. Caleb Hamill here with you live from Simpson Academy, site for the Class 5A North Tournament. Let's look at some of the halftime statistics. Right now the score 23-15 Leake Academy with the edge. Started off the scoring with Bayou Academy getting a bucket, but then Emory Warren broke the scoreless the scoreless drought for Leake Academy, getting a three-pointer. She ended up with 3 threes to give her 9 points there in the first half. Meanwhile, Miriam Prince collected 3 points herself. Katie Jones with 2, and then Grace Maxey, coming alive right there. Only shooting 38% from 3 so far this season, but she is not letting us think about that very long at all, with already 2 buckets of the three-point variety. Those brought to you by The Junction, by the way. Meant to mention that earlier, got caught up in the excitement. But all those three-pointers, a total of 6 so far for the Lady Rebels, brought to you by The Junction. Also, our audio stream today brought to you by Mela Weber and Next Door Insurance. Glad to have them partnering with us here for the postseason here at Simpson Academy. On the other side for Bayou Academy, they're led in scoring by Taylor McCain, who's collected 6 points, 4 from the field, and then 2 single free throws. She's gone 50% from the line on her attempts so far. Then Susie Page with a bucket, and Katie Clark with 4 points. Allie Kyle Cunningham, meanwhile, with 3. A total of 15 on the board for Bayou Academy as they trail Leake 23-15 at the break. We'll have a little bit more of a recap for you on the other side of this timeout, as it is our Wendy's halftime break, as we'll continue with more Leake Academy girls basketball in just a moment here on Cruisin' 98.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices, because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Your kids' graduation, we were there. Your summer barbecue, we were there. That Christmas you burnt the turkey, yep, we were there. 2 hours after the storm hit, you bet we were there. At South Group Cox Agency, we provide the coverage you can count on when you don't need us, and those times that you do. Coverage that's always there. South Group Cox Agency.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi: Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no 2 people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back here at Simpson Academy, where Leake has the advantage 23-15 at our Wendy's halftime break. Bit of headlines around the basketball world this week included LeBron James passing the all-time career points mark earned by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There's a similar record that was in the balance and was eventually overtaken earlier this month as Miriam Prince took over the Prince household career points mark as she comes in today with 2,373, holding that title under her family's roof. A title that Phillip held for quite a while, we'll say, and Samuel's got a lot of work cut out for him in order to catch up to Miriam there. So that's a big story there. Coming up for you later today, it'll be the boys basketball contest between Leake and Bayou, as Leake holds the #1 seed in District 2, Bayou the 4 seed out of District 1. Leake starts with the basketball here in the third quarter, brought to you by the Guitar Academy. And they're already ready to work. Emery Warren drives in left side, left her shot short. Katie Jones flies underneath the goal for the rebound, gets it outside, back to Freeney. Freeney starts a drive, now backs out on the left wing. Stops, foul line extended left, looking to bounce it, gets it to Jones. Fee, double team down low, had her shot partially blocked. Defensive rebound, a strong one, taken out of there by Vaughn as she fell out of bounds. Take that, that was Cunningham with a rebound, but saved it into her teammates, and they bring it into front court. 30 seconds into the third period. A bounce feed right baseline to Kovac. And she'll slow things down and work it to the top of the circle on a bounce feed up top to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to run the offense here. Same starters for both the first and second half here. Cunningham, right side of the arc, trying to back her way in goes Vaughn. Vaughn crosses over the dribble, guarded out there by Freeney. Freeney tried to deflect the ball, but the pass is into the hands of Clark at the top of the circle. Comes left off a screen from McCain, drives down the left block, shot too high off the glass, wouldn't go, and the rebound taken by Emery Warren for Leake. Cross court pass to the left side. Prince starts to drive, kicks left corner, three ball in the air for Wilcox. Off the front edge, no, and the rebound to Kovac of Bayou. A minute 20 into the third period, no score change between these two. 23-15, still the advantage for Leake. On the floor right now, it's Prince, Freeney, Warren, Wilcox, and Jones for the Lady Rebels. Jones driving in for Bayou, puts up a shot, too strong off the glass. Rebound fought for. McCain has it on the left baseline. Gets it to Clark, driving left of the lane, puts up a shot, bounces it in off the square. Katie Clark with her first second half bucket. She's got 6 for the Lady Colts, who have cut into the lead. Now it's 23-17. Left side of the arc, Warren out to the right side. Prince dribbled it off her foot, retrieves it prior to getting to the half-court line. Looks for a pass opportunity, gets it to Freeney at the 28-foot line right side. Crosses over the dribble to the left side of the foul line, stops, elevates from 15, fade away, wouldn't go. Jones with a rebound, dribbles once, puts it up from the left side hook shot, wouldn't go, gets her own miss now. Now passes across the baseline to Warren, back outside, 3 ball in the air, but a 3-second lane violation called even though her shot was about to go down. So turnover for Leake Academy. And quickly Olivia Rudolph checks in for Katie Jones. Katie Clark to trigger it in. Bayou does get it in to McCain. McCain with heavy pressure from Leake gets it up the right side into front court. Now dribbles past Wilcox. Now throws a pass to the left side. Now back up top of the arc to reset. This is Cunningham with it. Not even taking a dribble as Miriam Prince approaches her. Now starts the dribble. Stops left of the lane. Gets back outside with McCain, top of the circle. Backs out, guarded by Emery Warren. Now back to the half-court circle. They'll reset once again with Cunningham. There's 3 minutes into this third period. 23-17, the lead for Leake. Just a 6-point edge. Cunningham dribbles right of a high post screen to the right side with a pass, gets it right back in the corner. Cunningham dribbles left to the top of the circle. Morgan Freeney picking her up out there. Now comes right off of a screen from Clark. Clark gets it. Again, top of the circle, dribbles once, now to the right side. Vaughn launches a 3 over Prince, a deep one that is too long off the rim. And Warren is all alone for the rebound for Leake. Outlet pass up the floor to the right side. Freeney stops, thought about a three from the parking lot, decided not to. Warren, left wing, puts up a three, off the heel, no. Rebound tip to the tall Katie Clark. That's where height got her the advantage right there. No bigs down low. Tallest one on the floor right now is Emery Warren at 5'8". And Miriam Prince for that matter. Drive down the left lane line and no shot put up, but Miriam Prince is who impeded her progress. So Cunningham fouled, and that's her second personal foul of the game, first team foul of the half. For Leake, Caroline Cheatham checks in to replace, Caroline Cheatham checks in for Leake Academy. We'll see who she subbed out for in just a moment. McCain driving inside, got bumped, puts up a shot, wouldn't go, but she'll head to the line for free throws as Rudolph, who just checked in, is the guilty party. McCain at the foul line, ready to shoot two free throws, I should say. First one rattles out. 23-17, only one bucket for Bayou, and that's all the scoring here in the second half. Second one. That one is good for McCain. She's got 7 with 4 minutes to go in the period. A drive underneath for Leake Academy. Shot wouldn't go for Freeney, and the defensive board pulled down. Clark up the right side of the floor. Angles left into front court. Reverse the dribble. Driving in now. Hard on Rudolph, who nearly fell down. Shot put up and scored. Katie Clark with good dribble work to get herself some space. She has 8 now. And a timeout call by Coach Hatch. 3:39 to go in the third period, and the lead is now trimmed down to just 3 for Leake Academy. Here in the Guitar Academy third period, 23-20. Leake Academy has yet to score in the third period. Grace Maxey will check in out of this timeout. Just seen a little bit of a turnaround from Bayou. They've gone a lot more aggressive there on the offensive end, heavily utilizing Katie Clark on the rebounding side, but also getting her to muscle her way down low. And some fancy dribbling work to get the Lady Rebels on their heels and get them off balance. Clark's got 4 here in the second half so far. Leake to trigger it in. Warren got it in there to Freeney. They're in front court. High off the arc. Guarded by Cartwright, who checked into the break. On the right side corner, 3. Prince, 3 is short. And the rebound collected by Bayou. They're getting the boards now. Cunningham, hard drive up the floor. Stop, got bumped, no foul call, lost the ball. Leake recovers. Ahead, the pass goes to Prince. Dish it down low, Rudolph. Back to Warren, who tries to pass across the floor. She probably should have shot that one, as Bayou comes away with a steal. Katie Clark outlets a pass up the right side of the floor to Cunningham. McCain, who will slow down. 3 minutes to go in the period. Still a scoreless third period for Leake. Starts a drive down the left lane line. Stops at the left block. Elevates. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound pulled down by Maxey. Leake running with it up the right side of the floor. She backs her way in. Stops at the head of the arc, looking to pass it to somebody. Instead, turns around and fires up a 3. Off the heel, no. Rebound, fought for, and Freeney wins it left of the circle. Immediately fires a 3. That one's off the heel, and Clark pulls down the board for Bayou. Baseball pass ahead to Cunningham, who now will slowly bring it up the floor. Thought she might race with it for a moment there, but instead tries to slow things down and reset. 2:25 to go in the period. 5 points in the quarter for Bayou so far, none for Leake. 23-20, Lady Rebels on top. McCain goes to work off a screen, lost the dribble, got it back. Cartwright with it now after the bounce feed. Comes right, Prince there to meet her at the top of the circle, now bounces back out with a dribble. 2:01 to go. In the corner, dribbling right with it, McCain down the left lane line, stops at the left block, elevates with a right hand floater, she got it, and the lead is now just 1. McCain with 9. Prince operating the offense out front from the right wing. Decides not to use a screen from Rudolph. Gets it to Freeney, left or right corner. Back to Prince. Long 2 on the way, wouldn't go. Rebound Warren, puts it back up. She scored it, and she's fouled. Layup from the left block goes for Emery Warren, and finally the lid has been taken off that rim for Leake. (25-22). Free throw up, would not go for Emery. She's got 11 though, and the lead is 3. Bayou with the basketball in front court. This is McCain, out left side, Cartwright. Out dribbles with it deep there near the half-court circle. Waiting for a screen from Katie Jones. Goes left off of that, down the left lane line. Cunningham picks her up, bounce feed along the baseline. Back outside, they work it with Cunningham. Cunningham gets the ball stolen out of there by Prince. Drives down the right lane line all alone for a right-hand layup. 27-22. Leake Academy on top with 57 seconds left in the third period. Brought to you by the Guitar Academy. A 5-point edge for Leake. Taking their time, Cartwright dribbling with it for the Colts. Perhaps playing for last shot. Long way to tick that clock down if she wants that. Feeds McCain from the left of the arc, dribbles to the top of the circle. Comes right off a screen from Jones off the high post. Back to Jones, who dribbles down the left lane line, elevates from 6 and rattles in a layup. Should be Katie Clark on the shot. 27-24, 22 seconds to go in the third period. Right side, it's Freeney. Freeney going to work, past Cartwright, drives all the way to the hole, shot rejected underneath, and it's taken out of there by Bayou. 10 seconds, 9, 8, double team. Clark with it, top of the circle, backs her way into the foul line, lost the dribble, picks it back up, puts up a shot from 7 feet out, would not go, and the rebound taken by Warren, who lets the clock wind down. For the end of the third period, the score, 27-24. Leake on top after a poor shooting third period. They'll look to hold on here to keep their season alive. 27-24. We'll be right back. This is Leake Academy Girls Basketball on Cruisin' 98.
Dr. David Henderson is a former Rebel and has been a proud supporter of Leake Academy for many years. He would like to take this opportunity to give the Rebels a huge shout out. Dr. Henderson serves Carthage and the surrounding areas. New patients are always welcome, and they will work with you and your schedule to make it easy. Go get them, Rebels. From Dr. David Henderson and his staff. Dr. David Henderson Dental Clinic, Port Square, Carthage.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fanwear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bayou basketball to start the fourth period. No foul trouble really for either team. Miriam Prince with 2 fouls, Morgan Freeney with 2 as well. But a combined 3 fouls between the two teams there in just the third period. Just poor shooting from Leake Academy. A little bit better shooting from Bayou. Cartwright at the head of the circle, guarded by Cheatham, who checked in at the break. Coming right off the screen, Cunningham works it down to the low right block. Shot too strong off the window. And coming down, Warren with the rebound. Up to Prince up the right side of the floor. Outlets pass left to Freeney. Wide open 3 look for her. High off the rim. Bounces off the front edge. And the rebound Cartwright for Bayou. Now she outlets a pass up to the right side. Cunningham stops with it. Guarded by Prince out there on the right perimeter. Now she's picked up by Rudolph. As they switch off over to the left side now with Cartwright on a pass. Back to McCain, deep right side. 7:09 to go here in the fourth period. 27-24, Leake on top. Bayou's taking their time right here. McCain holding the ball firmly in her grasp with nobody guarding her. Miriam Prince just staring her down. Numbers 10 on 10. Man-to-man show by Leake. Cross-court pass over to Cartwright, left of the arc. Now over to the right side corner, all alone, driving inside. Kovac tries the shot, would not go as Rudolph went to the deck, but an offensive board collected. As Clark gets it back up top to Cunningham. 6:34 to go. Second chance here for Bayou, which is just what they wanted. They don't want to give Leake any chance at more buckets. They don't want them to get warm offensively. All alone, standing with it is Cunningham, waiting for the offense to go in motion. And she dribbles it herself up to the head of the arc. Guarded over there by Warren. Bounce pass nearly lost by by Clark. They get it back around to McCain. McCain dribbles with it at the base of the half-court circle. Comes down the right lane line, dishes down low. Clark races down the left baseline and scores with a layup. It's exactly what they wanted. Finally get someone streaking open. The lead is now 27-28. Leake on top. The knee baskets. Prince top of the circle. Crosses over the dribble to the high left block. Now picks back up her dribble. Comes back near the half-court circle. Drives to the foul line. Kick out left side. Three on the way. No good for Cheatham, and a defensive board for Clark. A lot of defensive rebounds here so far. Clark has been a vacuum underneath the basket. She's got it, dribbling with it right of the circle. Up top to Cartwright. Now left of the arc. They go to Kovac, who's back in. Left side now with McCain. 5:10 to go, fourth period. 27-26, the Leake Academy lead. Only 4 points to speak of for Leake here in the second half. Post-entry pass, double-teamed is Cunningham, Outlets a pass out to the half-court line. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's off of Leake.
National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 32, effective until 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. This watch includes the following counties in Mississippi: Etowah, Holmes, Leake, Madison, Neshoba, Newton, Rankin, and Scott. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent,
personal foul, team second. Chance to make this a three-point game if Warren can be successful on 2 free throws. She's 70% from the line this season, and her first is true. 28-26, the Rebel lead. Bend to the knees, triggers it up. Good for Emily Warren. 29-26. Warren with 13 points. McCain in front court, nearly had it stolen again by Franny. Guarded closely out there near the half-court line. Trapped, and we have a whistle and a timeout call. Before they could turn it over, Coach Molly Blair across the way calls her second 30-second timeout. With 4:14 remaining here in the fourth period. Glad to have you with us for what is a tight ball game between the Rebels and Colts. Probably in store for a similar one on the boys' side of things after this game is concluded. We're in the Smith & Smith Attorneys fourth quarter as Leake Academy leads 29-26. Our audio stream today brought to you by Mela Weber and Next Door Insurance. Available online, the Cruiser 98 website, as well as our YouTube channel with Boswell Media Sports. Bayou gets it triggered in. Cunningham works with it. Cheatham guarding her deep left side. Comes right with her dribble. Everybody asking for a foul. Did not extend the arm enough to draw the attention of the referees. Clark dribbles to the foul line. Backs her way into the lane. Guarded by Rudolph. Shot would not go. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Emery Warren. Leake can play a little bit of stall ball here with a 3-point lead. They would love to come away with points. That or a second chance opportunity, offensive rebound. 3:44 to go in the game. And we have a timeout called by Leake Academy. Coach Amanda Hatch calls the timeout with 3:42 to go. Wants to draw this up. And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll take that one on the network and be right back after this word from the Junction.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's The Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back here at Simpson Academy, Leake clinging to a 29-26 lead here in the girls' basketball game. With 3:42 remaining in the Smith & Smith attorneys' fourth quarter. Prince with it, deep right side. Tight defense shown by the Lady Colts defense. Prince guarded by McCain out front. Comes right with a dribble over the right side with a pass to Wilcox. Wilcox back up top to Maxey. Maxey to Prince, left wing. 3:20 to go. Up top, Freeney. Freeney dribbles once. Now gets it to Katie Jones, right side. Need her in the game for rebounding purposes. Prince, left of the circle. McCain guarding her closely out there on the perimeter. Prince dribbles out right side now near the half-court circle. Trying to get some motion to this offense. Jones with it, left of the arc. Back up top, Freeney. Freeney dribbles once. Now over to the right side with a pass. Wilcox. Now Prince dribbling out to the half-court line once again. Again, they can play stall ball with a three-point edge. Freeney now to the right side with Prince. McCain with a slap of the ball as Prince gets a pass over to the top of the arc. Now to Freeney, left wing. Back to Prince, head of the circle. Backs up with her dribble, guarded closely by McCain. Reaching her hand out there, trying to get the 5-second call. Now pass right side. Wilcox up to Prince now again. Just trying to find the open look, maybe down low. 2:18 to go. They're just playing stall ball again. Wilcox up top, Prince again. Now dribbles with it, out of the right side of the circle. Wilcox comes left off a screen from Jones. As Prince gets it now, her defender went flying past her, but she couldn't do anything with it. She's picked up now by Cunningham as she gets a pass now to Wilcox. Wilcox to Prince on the left side of the circle. Doesn't use a screen from Jones to go left. Now double team, and we have a whistle and yet another timeout called. That was the game plan right there. Don't force the shot up if it's not there. And don't throw an errant pass either. A lot of safety moves there by Coach Hatch and the Lady Rebels. 29-26 and a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 60 here with Leake Academy Girls Basketball.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Baptist Leake Primary Care Clinic understands that pediatric care is much more than treating a sick child. Anya Jones, certified pediatric nurse practitioner, wants to keep your child healthy and active by offering a complete list of pediatric care to infants, children, and young adults. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Saturday appointments are available. Call 601-267-1470, option 5. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
Out of the timeout, Leake retains possession of the ball. As dribbling with it. Freeney starts a drive, low left block, stops, gets it back outside. Jones guarded by Clark. Hands off to Prince. Closely guarded by McCain. They want a foul from McCain for reaching in there on Prince. No call. Comes right with the dribble on the head of the circle. Now dribbles deep right corner. Broke the ankles right there of McCain as she dribbled around her, but instead of trying to go to the hole, dribbles back out to the half-court line. Guarded by Jones out there. It's a tall matchup. Tried to foul her, didn't get called, and now a whistle, and the foul is called. But that one's going to be away from the ball on Allie Kyle Cunningham, which will force an inbound play from Leake Academy. It's Cunningham's first personal and just the third team foul. Entry pass, they get it to Maxey, and she was immediately fouled by Cunningham, who tried to act like she got an elbow to the face. Asking for a flagrant, doesn't get it. That's the second foul on her and the fourth team foul. They're trying to get Leake into the bonus to force them to at least give Bayou another possession. With 1:07 to go, Leake leads 29-26. Maxey checks out. As they get it in, Prince has it. High off a screen from Jones, drives on the left lane line. Back up to the right side, and a pass is stolen away by Cartwright. Trying to get it out there to Freeney, and it was stolen away. Cartwright into front court, a chance to tie with 55 seconds to go. Into the left corner, McCain starts to drive, backs out, three from the left of the arc. Rolls off, not there. Warren with a defensive rebound for Leake Academy as she works it hard up the floor. Now it's a pass all alone is Jones underneath for an easy right-hand lay-in. Defense stayed back and didn't go into front court. 31-26, a desperation three, not there for Clark. Offensive rebound though, and a lost ball as Jones comes away with it, bumped to the floor at the head of the arc on the defensive side, as that is just a player control foul, won't result in free throws. That's the 15th foul on the Colts and the first on Stella Rose Cartwright as they sent Katie Jones to the floor. Bad sequence there for Bayou. The lead is 31-26. They get it into Prince, and she's immediately fouled by McCain.
Be strong with it.
24.4 seconds to go. 31-26. They trigger it in. Jones has it in front court, and she's fouled by Clark. I'll give Clark 3 personals, and that will put the Lady Rebels at the line with 17 fouls on Bayou. So the 1+ opportunity for Jones here, who has 8 points already. Ben, trigger it up, rattles out. Defensive rebound gathered by Vaughn to Cartwright. Cross-court feed, they need 2 different buckets. They're down by 5. 3 ball in the air, that one's good for Clark. And a full timeout call. 10.2 seconds to go. 31-29 the score. Oh, Clark a hefty force on the rebound category. Great down low, and then proves herself with her first 3 of the contest to give herself 15 points and makes the lead only 2. We'll hold it right here, even though it's a full timeout call. Don't want to miss these final 10 ticks of the clock. Just a shade over 10 seconds remaining. 31-29, Leake on top. Now, a lot of timeouts still in the pocket of Coach Hatch. Should this inbounds play be more difficult than it needs to be? The game plan for Bayou is going to be do your dead level best to get the steal. But also, if you can't get the steal, immediately foul. 10 seconds is not a lot of time. But a steal could give Bayou not just a tie, but also the lead, depending on what kind of shot they attempt. Leake Academy Lady Rebel fans come to life here on the home side. Warren will trigger it in, can run the baseline if she wants to. They send the players in motion. She pitched it in, and that was deflected out of bounds by Clark. And now Warren will have to stay put where she is to inbound this one as it went over the sideline, or went over the end line, excuse me. Looking to pass it in, tries to get it to Freeney, and she was on the end line whenever she caught it. And it's Bayou's ball with 9.2 to go. Freeney just tried to save it in along the boundary and had her toe on the line when she made contact with the ball. And this is a chance now for Bayou to tie or possibly hit a game winner. The season is on the line. And a timeout called so the Bayou can talk about it. And again, holding it right here. Only 2 fouls on the board here in the second half for Leake Academy here in the Smith & Smith attorneys fourth quarter. 31-29, Leake on top. Only 8 total points for the Lady Rebels here in the second half. A 2 would tie it for Bayou. A 3 would possibly give them the win. Timeout winding down here. Now, it'll be Clark to inbound for Bayou from the sideline. Nobody's going to face guard her on the inbounds play. Looking to get it in, and finally does to a wide open Vaughn, who's immediately fouled by Prince. 7.7 on the clock now as it wound down a couple seconds. That's Prince's third personal. Team's third as well. On the floor, fouls do not hurt the Lady Rebels right now. They just cause the clock to wind down and cause them to have to inbound. Clark again to trigger it in. She does get it in to Cunningham, dribbling with it. 3 seconds, and a timeout called once again by Bayou. As their fourth timeout, they should have one left. At least that's what I have them down for. And a full timeout. Again, in these tight quarter situations, we don't want to leave you. I apologize to all our sponsors trying to get the breaks in. We'll definitely get them in between games here. Still 31-29. The situation is this. Bayou Academy has the ball side court in front court, ready to inbound it with 7.7 remaining. A 2-point bucket would give them a tie and force overtime. A 3 would give them the lead and possibly give them the game. Clock does not stop on a made basket. Keep that in mind. A 3 would be a dagger. They're going to expedite the finish of this timeout. Check that. There's only 3.6 seconds, not 7.7. This has got to be the possession right here. Cartwright to inbound. Gets it in. McCain's 3 rejected. Freedy has the rebound with 0.2 seconds, and she's fouled. This game is going to belong to the Lady Rebels, as there will be free throws shot up by Morgan Freeney, and calamity is avoided here at Simpson Academy. A 1-on-1 opportunity. No chance at even getting a shot off as Freeney makes the first. She had been scoreless for the longest time and finally gets her first point. 32-29. Second one on the way. Rims out, and the game is over. The lowest point total this season for Leake Academy, yet it results in a win. 32-29. Leake Academy gets the win over Bayou, and the Lady Colts season comes to a close. Leake Academy improves to 31-4 on the season and will advance into the 5A state tournament with this win. Their seeding will be determined by their next game, which will be Pillow Academy. They got the win over East Rankin earlier this week, and that game will be at 4 o'clock on Friday. As the teams meet at half court for their prayer, we will have a little bit of a post-game wrap-up brought to you by Ozark Ag, as Leake Academy wins it today 32-29. We'll give the post-game wrap-up and get you set up for the boys contest in just a moment as we continue here from Simpson Academy here on Cruisin' 98.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices, because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Your kid's graduation graduation, we were there. Your summer barbecue, we were there. That Christmas you burnt the turkey. Yep, we were there. 2 hours after the storm hit, you bet we were there. At South Group Cox Agency, we provide the coverage you can count on when you don't need us, and those times that you do. Coverage that's always there. South Group Cox Agency.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi: Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Bridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back here at Simpson Academy, the Lady Rebels get the win in close quarters there toward the end. 32-29 the final, as Bayou had about 10 seconds and a handful of timeouts to try to get a 2-point bucket to tie. Could not do it, as the Lady Rebels come away with a steal in the final moments. Were fouled right there at the end with a tenth of a second to go, and get one more free throw on the board from Morgan Freeney to win it 32-29. That's the lowest point total for this team in a win since last year in the overall tournament, and a 31-30 victory over Presbyterian Christian School. So the Lady Rebels, not known for scoring just 32 points in a contest. In fact, their average on the season is about 57 or 58. So definitely a great game plan from Coach Blair and the Bayou Academy Lady Colts to hold Leake to just 32 scoring. Leader for the Lady Rebels in that scoring department belongs to Emery Warren with 13 points. Go with 3 first half triples. Those are brought to you by the Junction, those 3-pointers. Next in line with the point totals, Katie Jones finishes with 8. Miriam Prince only with 5 in that game, picking up 3 fouls in the process, a couple of those late ones. And then Grace Maxey had a pair of triples in the first half as well. She felt like she was getting hot for just a moment there. And Olivia Rudolph also collects a point along the way, along with Morgan Freeney's single free throw. She just couldn't find the 3. That's the only thing with Freeney. The Lady Rebels look to try to get her back hot once they face Pillow, in which they will be the visiting team, as Pillow is the number 1 seed out of District 1. That means they'll be the home team in Friday's matchup at 4 o'clock. On the other side for Bayou Academy, they were led in scoring by Katie Clark. No surprise, their rebound machine had a 3-pointer to go with the other 12 points to give her a total of 15. Taylor McCain not too far behind her with 9. Other scorers included Allie Kyle Cunningham with 3, and then Susie Vaughn with 2. For Leake Academy, halftime score 23-15. Went really cold from the floor there in that third period. Took a long time before they finally were able to get 2 points from Emery Warren. Were able to get 2 more to only give themselves 4 total in that Guitar Academy third quarter. They were able to get 5 more in the fourth quarter to cling on to that lead and hold off Bayou's surge to win it 32-29. Getting ready for the boys game, as this is how their tournament bracket sets up as they play Bayou Academy here in the District 2 number 1 seed versus District 1 number 4 seed. They play Magnolia Heights, the winner will, on Friday at 6:30, as Mag Heights won over Lamar 32-31 in a nail-biter. On the other side of that bracket, Heritage Academy beat East Rankin by a large margin, 58-19. Heritage will play the winner of Simpson and Starkville. That game will be played as the nightcap here tonight. So on the other side of this break, we'll take one final post-game look, and we will get you set up for the boys' game as they're taking their warm-ups right now on the court. We'll be right back with more of Leake Academy basketball here on Cruisin' 98.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven-baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? Better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's better breakfast.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware materials and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Boswell Media Sports.
Just underway here in the pregame that's brought to you by Dr. David Henderson. The starting lineups are being introduced here to the crowd at Simpson Academy. They just introduced the Bayou starting lineups. And Leake Academy starters are being introduced as we speak right now. Caleb Hamill here with you for today's matchup between Leake and Bayou Academy. As here are the starters. First for Bayou Academy under direction of head coach Wesley Aldridge. Starting off with a guard, junior number 0, Carson Jenkins. That's the sophomore guard, number 1, J.R. Eisler. At guard, a freshman, number 2, Mitchell Jones. Then another guard, a senior, number 20, J.C. Cox. And then rounding out the order, the center, a junior, number 5, Thomas Kraft. For Leake, it's the 5'9 junior guard, 11, Jack Harkins, Whit Welch, Ben Jackson, Samuel Prince, and Jake Freeney. In the jump circle for Leake Academy, it's the center. It's 6'3", number 21, Ben Jackson, matching up on the center, Thomas Kraft, the junior from Bayou Academy. Kraft with a little bit of a height advantage, standing at 6'6", and that may be shortchanging him. Just about ready to go. 8 minutes on the first quarter clock, as those were your Baptist Medical League starting lineups. And here comes the T&K Farms Wood-Mizer tip-off. It's in the air, won by Bayou Academy as Jones controls it. And backcourt to J.R. Eisler. Eisler works it across the front line. On the right side, they work it around. Jones up top now to Kraft. Kraft back left side to Jones. Working down to Kraft on the low left block. Back on the perimeter, down low on a post-entry feed. Shot put up by Mitchell Jones. Wouldn't go. Gets her zone miss. Stick back won't go. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Ben Jackson. Empty trip for Bayou. On the offensive end, backing up Jack Harkins to allow the offense to set just 30 seconds into this first period. Handoff going right. Samuel Prince around the arc. They work it with Welch. Welch hold the ball overhead. Gets it up top to Jackson. Jackson dribbles once. Now over the right side wing with Freeney. Now back to Harkins, who backs it out deep right side. Bounces it top of the arc. Jackson. Jackson guarded there by Kraft. Hands off to Prince. Drives to the foul line. Into the corner. 3-ball in the air. That one rolls off. No good for Freeney. Scoreless game. Only a minute in. On the offensive side, a charge call. Mitchell Jones driving down the left lane line, and Harkins was standing there waiting for him. Jones gets his first personal foul. And the team first as well. A minute 15 into this contest, or 2:15 into the contest. 3-ball in the air. That one off the front edge for Welch. But an offensive rebound. Quick three on the other side now. Harkins. No job done there. And Eisler pulls down the rebound at the top of the arc. Bayou Academy working with it offensively from the foul line. They pitch it to the left side corner to J.C. Cox, who traveled. 6:28 to go, first period. We're still scoreless. I did have it right a minute ago. It was a minute 15, not 2:15. On the offensive end, Leake Academy working with it. High right side is Whit Welch. Holds the ball overhead. Gets it back behind him to Jack Harkins near the half-court circle. Goes to work to the right side of the arc. Pitches to a left side running Samuel Prince. Drives down the right lane line. Puts a shot high off the glass. Wouldn't go. Gets his own miss. Feeds down the left block. Shot scored. Ben Jackson. Jackson finally breaks open the scoring, and Leake leads 2-0. Eisler works it hard down the floor, down the right block. Puts him a right-hand runner. Scores. Eisler with a quick answer for Bayou Academy, and the score is tied at 2. Up top, Harkins working with it to allow the offense to set near the half-court circle. 5:37 to go, first period, and a score tied at 2s. Jackson up top to Freeney, who works it around left side, back to Harkins. Now at the top of the circle. Dribbles back near the half-court line. Goes to work, left off a screen. Pitches to Welch, head of the arc, 5:18 to go. Guarded by Eisler, takes the dribble drive, now comes down the left lane line. Dishes it on the baseline, now into the corner with Harkins. Harkins drives to the foul line, now backs out with 5:08 to go. Sets the play he wants to run here in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. On the left of the arc, dishes down low on the right baseline. Pitch it from underneath to the foul line to Welch. Welch looking to pass it to somebody. Circles the ball overhead and passes out front to Harkins now. Gets the play call in from Coach Jason Morgan. Now races to the right with his dribble. Now they work it around the arc into the left side corner. Prince rises from 3. Too strong over the rim, and the defensive board is claimed by Bayou Academy. Long trip results in no points. Jones with a rebound. And meanwhile, on the other side, Jenkins lost the handle, and the Leake Academy Rebels come away with a steal. Harkins, right side of the wing. Dribbles. Now backs out to the top of the circle. Sets the offense now. 2-3 zone shown by Bayou. Comes left with the dribble. Double teamed out front. Now to the right side with Prince. One dribble. Now to the top. Fake of a 3 by Welch. Now to the low right block. Dishes to Prince down low for the right-hand runner in the lane. Prince for 2. And the lead is 2 as well. 4-2 in favor of Leake. On the offensive end, Cox goes to work. Hands off to Jones, coming right. Pitch, now a 3. Rattles out for Jenkins, won't go in a defensive board, claimed by Prince. Bayou having short offensive trips and hardly any points to show for it. Harkins to the right side with Samuel Prince. Back to Harkins, who works it up top to Welch. Welch back to the right side of the arc as Harkins will back out with it. Over the halfway point here in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. 4-2 the score, Leake on top. Harkins reverses the dribble, driving on the left side elbow to the left corner. Now work it back out with Harkins. In a 2-3 zone shown by Bayou. At the top of the arc, Ben Jackson. Pass right side to Harkins. Harkins guarded closely there by by Jones. Now Prince with it. Drives to the right of the lane. Puts up a shot, fade away. Good from 10 feet out for Samuel Prince. He's got 4, and the lead is now 4. And then on the inbound pass, that one is deflected off of Prince and out of bounds. And that ball went through a doorway as ISO had to go retrieve it for Bayou. Colts retain possession here. They trigger it in and get it to Jenkins. Still in backcourt, Jones with it, trying to dribble past Harkins. Finally gets a behind-the-back dribble to get into front court. Quick pass into the right side corner. Fake on the drive. Kick back out to Jenkins, right of the wing. Lost the handle. Tried to pass it, and it's stolen out of there by Prince. Prince driving to the right side elbow. Into the lane. Left-hand hook shot. Bang. Prince with 6 of the 8 points, and there's a travel as Bayou tried to bring it up the floor. Daddy Phillip Prince on fire here on the Leake side. Excited as there's a timeout on the floor called. A 30-second timeout for Coach Wesley Aldridge. 8-2, Leake on top in this one. They're firing on all cylinders so far. Here in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter, Samuel Prince already with 6 of the 8 points for the Leake Academy Rebels. Came into this contest with a 20-11 overall record. Had a rough go to start the season with 4 losses, but they have battled back and had a huge win, 32-29 over Simpson to win the district tournament just last week. Coach Morgan and company are looking to ride that wave of momentum here into the rest of the 2023 basketball season. 2:32 to go here in the first quarter as Leake holds an 8-2 advantage. On the floor right now, it's Freeney, Watkins, who just checked in, Prince, Welch, and Harkins. Harkins fade away from 10 feet off the heel, no. Rebound tracked down, but then deflected out of bounds, out of the hands of Jones, but his last touch by Leake Academy. 6-point lead with 2:22 to go, first period. Jones triggers it in, and Jenkins will work it up the floor. Prince nearly stole it away, but Jenkins holds on to it. In the corner, Cox drives and tried to dish it to Jones, who put up a shot but got fouled from behind. Fouled on the shot by Samuel Prince. It's his first personal foul, team's first as well. Mitchell Jones at the foul line for Bayou Academy. The foul line down to our left. First one, perfect. That's his first point of the game. Second one on the way for Jones, and that's good as well. 8-4. Leake on top. Prince deep right side, now up to Harkins, head of the arc. Runs the play he wants. Gets it back to Prince, high right side. Up to Watkins, head of the circle. Stops, used up his dribble. Now pitches over to Prince, starts to drive the foul line, goes down the lane, lost the handle, ball loose under the goal. Picked up by Thomas Kraft, and he outlets a pass up the floor. Jones drives, puts up a shot, scores the basket, and a blocking foul called underneath on Jack Harkins. That'll be his first personal. That'll give Jones an and-one opportunity here. Jones with 4. The lead is trimmed now to 2. It's 8-6. Now there's confusion at the scorer's desk. They're not sure if they've counted this bucket or not. They have not, by my count. It should be 8-6. Scoreboard showing 8-4 right now with 1:47 to go in the first period. Brought to you by Carthage Vet Clinic. And now the officials are still talking about it, trying to see if that foul was on the floor or if it was a made basket. And they did say that he made the bucket, and it's an and one. That's what we thought all along up here. So it is 8-6. Jones with an and one opportunity here at the foul line to our left. And he makes it. Lee trimmed down to one here. A little bit of a run for the Colts. On the offensive end, Leake Academy working with it down to our right in the home white jerseys. And the left side corner, Prince. Bounce feed down low. Shot put up. Left it short, did Watkins. Trying to get his own miss. Does collect it. And dribbles right in the lane. Lost the handle, though, and it goes out of the sideline, out of bounds. Just could not ever get a firm grasp on that one as it was bouncing all underneath the goal in the lane. A tough inbound here in the corner as Jones does get it out of there. Now running the offense will be J.C. Cox. To Eisler. Now left side Jones. Now into the corner to Jenkins. Jenkins comes right with the dribble. Over to the right side. Cox again. Back to Jones. Now Cox. Top of the circle to Eisler, left wing. Dribbles with it to the head of the circle to the foul line. Jump stop in the paint. Will not get the shot to go, but he got fouled on the way up. Chance to tie or take the lead here as he'll have two shots upcoming as the foul was called against the Leake Samuel Prince. That's his second foul here in the early going. First one hits hard off the rim and angles left. They'll have another one coming, though. Big substitutions here for Leake Academy as Prince takes a breather with those 2,000. Aiden Watkins takes a seat as well. They checked in Trey Clark in the meantime as well. I believe they got back in Ben Jackson. Those are the two subs. Harkins, Welch, Jackson, Clark, and have I mentioned Welch yet? Not sure. Freeney, that's the other one I missed. On the offensive end, three ball put up in the air by Whit Welch. Off the rim, no, and an offside rebound claimed by Mitchell Jones of Bayou. 8-8 the score with 34 seconds left. Eisler with a post-entry pass and a layup scored. Thomas Kraft with a bucket underneath, and the lead now shifts the way of the Bayou Colts. 22 seconds left as they lead 10-8. At the top of the circle, Ben Jackson works it down to a racing Welch who cannot finish on the other end, and the defensive board is claimed by Jones, running it up the floor. Up to J.C. Cox right side, hand off to Jenkins. Jenkins tries to fire a pass inside for Kraft, and it goes off his hands and out of bounds with 6.9 to go in the period. Holiday checks in, replacing Kraft in the meantime, big for big. In fact, they're going to trade out a couple more bodies as well. For the final 7 seconds here of the first period. Harkins hard into the offensive end. Over to the right side wing, three ball in the air. That's an air ball for Clark as it goes over the end line. The clock runs out in the first period, and Bayou has the 10-point to 8-point lead over Leake here in the early going. At the end of the first period, brought to you by Carthage Vet Clinic, Bayou leads 10-8. We'll be right back after this timeout here on Cruisin' 98.
Your kid's graduation, we were there. Your summer barbecue, we were there. That Christmas you burnt the turkey. Yep, we were there. 2 hours after the storm hit, you bet we were there. At South Group Cox Agency, we provide the coverage you can count on when you don't need us, and those times that you do. Coverage that's always there. South Group Cox Agency.
Moore's Pharmacy always looks forward to seeing their customers, and they provide 4 locations for you: Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. They also provide services to make your life easier, such as the flavored medicine machine for your children, Pack My Meds, hormone replacement therapy, and compounding. They also take most insurances. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena. Always the shortest wait time, fastest service, and lowest prices because they will price match for you. Follow them on Facebook. Moore's Pharmacy, your family hometown pharmacy.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bayou Academy with the first quarter lead 10-8 after the first 8 minutes. Timer has been reset here for the second period of action, and we're underway. Again, Leake Academy working to the goal to our right here on offense to start the second quarter. Brought to you by Welch Forest Products. Prince on a drive stops, fades away from the baseline, off the inside of the edge of the rim. No, but a rebound offensively called by Ben Jackson, has the ball swatted out of his hands as it goes over the end line with just 19 seconds through the second period clock. Tate Edwards getting a taste of the action here to start the second quarter. Inbounds it to Jackson. Jackson back around the arc. They work it as Matthew Nowell will run the offense, dribbling out to the high left side of the arc, now to the head of the circle, down the lane, puts up a fake on a defender and scores a basket over Jones. Matthew Nowell with 2, and they've tied things back up. 10-10 after that bucket, with just 50 seconds through the second quarter clock. At the top of the arc, J.C. Cox tries to feed down low. Eisler pitches back out in the left side corner. 3 in the air for Jones. Swish. First triple of the game scored, and that one belongs to Mitchell Jones. On the offensive end for Leake, it's Nowell working with it. Over the left side, just a step inside the arc for Lucas Thomas, who's in here for the second quarter. It's Nowell, Thomas, Prince, Edwards, and Jackson. Prince with it, right of the circle, guarded out front by Jenkins. Back high right side now to Nowell. Jackson, head of the circle, guarded closely by the center, Thomas Kraft. Now back to Nowell. Dribbles head of the circle. Wild pass, but collected, though, in the deep right corner by Thomas. Up top, back to Nowell now. This is kind of the offensive strategy against Simpson back in the tournament. Just keep it outside the perimeter and wait for a good opportunity if somebody's streaking to the goal. Prince instead fires a straight-on 3. That one rattles out, wouldn't go, but an offensive rebound. And as he tried to go down for the dribble, drug his pivot foot, did Lucas Thomas. And the offensive board is all for naught there. Whit Welch now will check in to replace Lucas Thomas, who just committed that travel violation, with 5:54 to go in the second period. Leake Academy, after trailing by 2 at the end of the first period, leads 13-10 here. Excuse me, it's Bayou up 13-10. Here in the Welch Forest Products second period. Cox over to the right side with Eisler, back up top to Jenkins. On the left side of the arc, now a post entry pass down low to Kraft, who muscles his way up for a right-hand lay-in. His first bucket, and the lead is now expanded to 5, 15-10. Bayou on top. Nowell working down the center of the lane, puts up a desperation shot from the right baseline, but he got pushed on his way up, and he'll head to the line for 2. Shot no good, as Thomas Kraft collects his first personal foul and the team's second. Nowell at the line, ready to shoot a pair. First one rattles off. Front rim, backboard and off. As now Watkins checks in for Leake Academy to replace Jackson. Nowell at the line, shooting his second one, makes the correction. It gives him 3 and gives Leake Academy 11. 15-11 the score with 5:14 to go second period. Jenkins, a hard drive out to the left side edge to Jones. Jones stops. Now back to Jenkins, left corner. Pitch it across court to the right side corner. And as he tried to bounce feed to Eisler at the top, it goes out of bounds after Cox hit it off the foot of Prince. 5 minutes even to go here in the second period. Eisler with a bounce feed up top. Had the ball poked away now. Watkins running down the floor. Dishes it to Nowell, running down the lane for a right-hand layup. Nowell with 5. The lead is now just 2, and now another steal. Nowell racing down the floor again. Dishes to Prince for a right-hand layup. Samuel Prince with 8. And now another pass that was deflected by Prince, and that one goes out of bounds into the Bayou bench. Aggressive play here defensively from Leake Academy has given them new life here in the second quarter. They trigger it in, get it to Thomas Kraft, who was in the offensive end. Now working with it, J.C. Cox. Left of the circle, up to the top of the key. Over left side corner now with Mitchell. Back out to Cox. Now deep right side, Jenkins. Back to Cox, left side. Rises from three. Off the front edge, no. And the rebound pulled down by Aiden Watkins for Leake. Hard up the floor. Now works it. Stops at the head of the circle. Eisler poked it from behind him and gets the loose ball stolen away. Officially with a steal, it's Kraft on the offensive end. It's Cox right wing up to Eisler, works it into the corner. Jenkins rises from three left side, rattles out, wouldn't go. Rebound tipped around. Kraft has it, sticks it back in for the left side. Kraft with 4 for Bayou, and their lead is now regained with a 17-15 lead. 3:39 to go here in the Welch Forest Products second quarter. Welch with it left side, dishes down low. Now tried to get a lay-in to go, couldn't get it to go. Defensive rebound claimed by Bayou. Mitchell Jones ahead with a pass to Eisler. Back to Jones, left wing, rises from three, and that one just wouldn't fall. It rattled out but wouldn't stay. But the rebound tipped around and won by Cox on the left side corner. Eisler driving the baseline, and he lays it in. Second chance opportunity comes up big for Bayou there, and a timeout called by Leake. 19-15 the score. Bayou on top of a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 19-15 the score. Bayou on top. This is Leake Academy basketball on Cruiser 98.
Go Leake, supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA. Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Boswell Media Sports.
Well, Bayou started with an 8-2 lead Leake started with an 8-2 lead over Bayou, but had that mark quickly closed as they trailed 10-8 at the end of the first quarter. Now trail 19-15 after they had tied things up at 15. On the offensive end, Prince fires a junction three and nails it. Samuel Prince already in double figures with 11. And out of the timeout, Leake comes up big to narrow this down to a one-point game. On the offensive end, falling down, Jenkins got the ball away as he went to the floor to Eisler, and they keep it alive on the offensive end. 2:42 to go second quarter. Eisler dribbles with it deep right side of the 28-foot line, comes left with the dribble to the head of the arc. To the left elbow, down inside the lane, and a shot that was partially blocked, but instead they're going to call a foul. I believe that's going to go against Nowell. Eisler heads to the line for yet another opportunity here. And that's Nowell's first personal foul. Team's fourth. Eisler's first one. Off the heel, no. Harkins enters the game now, and he'll replace Nowell, who just picked up that personal. Eisler's second one. He makes it. Eisler with 6, and the Colts with a 2-point edge, 20-18. Harkins, Prince, Sam Evans here for the first time. As there's another three shot by Prince, won't go. The other player on the floor is Whit Welch. Defensive rebound claimed by Bayou. Eisler works it up the floor. Lobs a pass overhead to the left side of the arc. Driving inside through defenders. Brett Myers, who's in for the first time, got fouled on the drive. Don't think they're going to give him continuation, though, as that foul's called on the floor on Evans, who just checked in. And he'll quickly be traded out, with Evans and Edwards come out of the game. They get the pass in. Cox out to the left side of the arc with Myers. Myers to the right side, and an offensive foul called on a moving screen. Called on J.C. Cox. And that is his first personal. Third team foul with 2 minutes to go here in the second period. 20-18, the lead for Bayou Academy. Harkins with it right of the arc, dribbles now across the court to the left side. Back to the right side, Welch fires a three, hits the junction three. Welch with his first bucket. And now Leake has the lead, 21-20. 1:36 to go in the period. Hard drive inside and an errant pass off the hands of Jones and out of bounds. Over the end line, as now they'll have a chance to check in Trey Clark for Simpson, or for Leake Academy, giving Samuel Prince a breather. On the floor now, it is Welch, Harkins, Clark, Jackson, and Freeney. 1:24 to go. Left side of the arc, three by Freeney, rattles in. Yes, sir. Freeney gets on the board, and now suddenly a couple of triples have given the Leake Rebels a 4-point lead, 24-20, 1:10 to go in the quarter. Fadeaway jump shot, that rattles in on the other end for Carson Jenkins. He finally gets into the scoring column, and the lead is trimmed to 2, 24-22. On the other side, three ball in the air, off the heel, not there for Jack Harkins. Quick trigger on a defensive board. Ahead, Jenkins works it down the floor, dribbles past a man, and lays it in. Trying to get a charge right there was was Jack Harkins, but no foul call. Tie game, 24-all. Elevating from the foul line, Clark can't get a shot to go. Defensive rebound claimed underneath by Thomas Kraft. Ahead to Eisler. High left side, comes to the foul line with a dribble. Pitches out front to Cox, now to Jenkins. A step inside the arc right side, back to Cox, now top of the arc. Underneath for Kraft for an easy lay-in from the right side, or from the left side, I should say. That gives Kraft 6, and the lead back to Bayou, 26-24. Quick buckets here from Bayou with 10 seconds to go. On the offensive end, Harkins to the left side, firing a three. Welch hits it to give the Rebels a 27-26 lead. Desperation shot from the backcourt nearly goes in for Eisler, but it goes off the side of the window. And Leake, after trailing by 2 at the end of the first period, finds himself leading by 1, 27-26 at the halftime break. So at the end of the second quarter, brought to you by Welch Forest Products. Leake leads 27-26 over Bayou Academy. We'll be right back with our Wendy's halftime show in just a moment. This is Leake Academy basketball, Cruising 98.
T&K Farms Wood-Mizer is Mississippi's Wood-Mizer sawmill equipment dealership. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer sells the complete Wood-Mizer equipment line, from small personal sawmills to the industrial equipment lineup. T&K Farms stocks parts and has experienced factory-trained service technicians with both in-shop and mobile service available. See T&K Farms Wood-Mizer to start your sawmill business today. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer, just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville, 662-803-4332.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
Here for the Wendy's halftime break. Leake Academy with a lead over Bayou, 27-26. Caleb Hamill here with you for the duration of today's broadcast of the 5A North tournament, as the Leake Academy girls have already claimed a victory today. A tight one, as they were able to get the edge 32-29 over Bayou Academy earlier today. Oddly enough, playing the same team here on the boys' side of the bracket, as they hold a 27-26 edge after trailing after one quarter. Leading the way in scoring right now is Samuel Prince with 11 points, 4 buckets from the field, actually 5 buckets from the field, including one of those being a three-pointer. 3 threes so far for Leake Academy through one half of work. Jake Freeney with one of those, Samuel Prince with another, and then Whit Welch with the third of those. And all those came right there in a row out of a timeout called by Coach Morgan. As Leake Academy trailed 19-15, they were able to make it 19-18, then 21-20, and then 24-20 on those 3 threes in a row. After it was 24-20, Bayou was able to battle back with 3 buckets in a row to make it 26-24. And then another 3 right there at the end. Actually, I must have missed that one by Welch. I think he's got 2 of those today. Give him 6 points and give Leake the 27-26 lead at the end of one. On the Bayou side, leading the way, it's Mitchell Jones with 7 points. Thomas Crabb not too far behind him with 6. As well, J.R. Eisler has 6 points. Carson Jenkins, the only other scorer for the Colts, and he's collected 4 points on 2 baskets made from the field. As Bayou is in this position because they lost in their consolation game to Starkville Academy 41-38 in the District 1 tournament. They are the 4 seed out of District 1. Leake Academy the number 1 seed. And again, it's surviving advance time here in the postseason, as not only are you trying to win this 5A North tournament, but you're also trying to make your way into the 5A Conference tournament. With a win here, you secure at least your spot there in the 5A tournament. Now, from that point forward, you're playing for seeding. And right now, here's how the bracket looks for the boys' side of things. Already in the books is a Magnolia Heights win over Lamar School, 32-31. And they will face the winner of this contest tomorrow, excuse me, not tomorrow, but Friday night at 6:30 p.m. They'll be followed by Heritage and the winner of Simpson versus Starkville, which that game will happen as the final game tonight here at Simpson Academy. Should be a good one here in Mendenhall. But right now the score here inside the gym is 27-26 in favor of Leake Academy. We'll be back with a second half of work in just a moment as our Wendy's halftime show continues here on Cruisin' 98.
If spending days looking for a top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no 2 people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven-baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? Better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's better breakfast.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Take it from me, you're going to want to shop around and experience everything that Ozark Ag has to offer. I mean, after all, their language is poultry. So that means they're going to carry all the hardware, materials, and power tools you'll need when it's time to get to work. Plus, they also carry hunting and fishing supplies when it's time to kick back. Take it from me, I guarantee you're going to love Ozark Ag. Ozark Ag, located right where Joyner Building Supply used to be on Highway 16 in Carthage.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back and ready to go here in the third period of action. Already underway. Bayou Academy gets the ball to start this quarter. As they work into the corner on the other side of the floor now on a baseline jump shot. It's made by Mitchell Jones here to start the half. He's got 10, and Bayou gains the lead, now leading 28-27 here in the third quarter, brought to you by the Guitar Academy. The Academy is the home team in white on the offensive end down to our left. Watkins works it with a pass to Prince, deep right side. Around the arc, they work it over to Freeney, left of the arc. Now into the corner with Welch. Back around to the top to Prince. Now Freeney on the right side. Just playing a little bit of around the horn. Watkins with it, or excuse me, Welch with it right side. Back up top now to Nowell. Nowell drive just in front of the foul line with a jump shot, rattling, won't go, and it falls in front of the rim and into the hands of Thomas Kraft. Quick pass up ahead. Kraft gets it right back for an easy lay-in from the left side. Thomas Kraft picking up where he left off, and he has 8. Lead is 3, 30-27. Quick shot underneath, left that one short, did Aiden Watkins right in front of the bucket. And a defensive rebound, running up the floor, shot from the left side, good for Carson Jenkins on just a quick runner. All Bayou here so far, and a quick timeout call by Leake Academy coach Jason Morgan. Not a good way to start right here. A quick 6-0 run for the Colts in gray and blue. 32-27 the score. After the Rebels had a 1-point advantage at the halftime break, already 6 points in the book for the Bayou Academy Colts. I mean, barely even a minute off this third quarter clock as well. Glad to have you with us here on this Wednesday of basketball activity. 6:21 to go here in the third period. Just a minute 39 through the third period. 5-point lead as Leake has it on the offensive end. Prince working with it to the head of the circle. Started out front by Jenkins. Drives down the left lane line, puts it up, left it short off the window. Rebound, though, collected offensively. Shot put up, rejected off of Nowell's hands by Kraft and over the end line. Last touch by Kraft, and so Leake will retain possession with 6:10 remaining. Looking for somebody to trigger it in, and Freeney now will take that position. Right of the goal. And not sure what was called just there. 5-second call. Didn't seem like he had it very long at all. Nevertheless, it's Bayou Academy ball. Eisler with it deep right side. 6:01 to go in the third period. Working with it in the corner, dishes down low and tried to get it to Jones, but all over him was Jake Freeney, who commits the foul by slapping Jones on the arm. His first personal foul of the game and the first team foul of this third quarter. Quickly on the inbound, running the baseline, scoring off the runner was Carson Jenkins. He's got 4 second-half points, and he's got 8 total. The lead is now 34-27. Powell with it, head of the arc. Over left side with Freeney. Freeney back up top now to Nowell. Bit of a shorter lineup in right now, minus Sam Evans at 6'4". Nowell dribbles it back out top of the circle over the right side with Welch. Now they'll reset again once with Matthew Nowell. 5:18 remaining. Starts the drive, pitches out front to Prince. Dribbles, spins in the lane, puts up a runner, scores it in on the friendly bounce. Got to get him back hot as that's his first bucket of the second half. He's got 13. Quick pass up ahead on the floor. Good shot fake and a drive right past the defender and a score by Mitchell Jones. 36-29, the Bayou lead. Nearly lost of the handle right there for Sam Evans at the top of the circle, but they keep it alive with Prince up top. Goes to work on Jenkins, stops at the left elbow, now backs back out. Now starts to drive in the center of the lane, pitches out Welch, right corner. Off the inside edge of the rim, no, and Kraft with a rebound for Bayou. Quick pass up the floor, left side. Jenkins stops a step inside the arc, left side. Pitches on the arc, now back to him. Now down low to Kraft, puts up a shot and scores it. Scoring it over Jake Freeney. He's got double digits now, and on the offensive end, timeout called by Leake Academy. 38-29, a 9-point lead for Bayou. And a full timeout call, so we'll take that one with them. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Leake Academy Basketball.
T&K Farms Wood-Mizer is Mississippi's Wood-Mizer sawmill equipment dealership. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer sells the complete Wood-Mizer equipment line from small personal sawmills to the industrial equipment lineup. T&K Farms stocks parts and has experienced factory-trained service technicians with both in-shop and mobile service available. See T&K Farms Wood-Mizer to start your sawmill business today. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer, just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville, 662-803-4332.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
Tough defense for Leake Academy here in the early going of the third period. They work with it offensively now, trailing 9, 38-29 with 4:09 to go in the period. Third quarter brought to you by the Guitar Academy. Right wing, Samuel Prince works it up top to Welch, now around the arc to Harkins. Back to Welch at the head of the circle. Prince thought about driving, instead pitches right side to Tate Edwards, who checked in at the break. Prince left wing to Harkins. Now Welch up at the top of the circle between the rings. Pitches back now to Harkins at the half-court circle. Bounces right side to Evans. Back to Edwards. Now Welch high right side, guarded by Eisler. Got to find somebody open. They'll take their time, though, but they don't have a whole lot of time. Trailing by 9 here, 38-29 with 3:23 to go in the third period. Obviously have a whole nother quarter to go, but scoring has not been kind so far for Leake. Prince had the ball, had it knocked out of his hands by Eisler, but it's regathered by Evans. So Leake Academy keeps it. Prince puts up a right-hand shot, way too strong on the offside. It's gathered by J.C. Cox of Bayou. Eisler with it at the half-court circle in the offensive end with 3 to go in the third period. Had it knocked free for a moment by Welch. Eisler regains it. In the right side corner, puts it over his head to the top of the circle. 3 on from straight on. No good for Kraft. Flying in there. Eisler gets the rebound. Quick pitch into the left corner. 3 on the way. Left it short. Did Jones. Offensive rebound. No, the ball's loose out front. And Jones got it right back. Down inside the lane. Kraft puts up a right-hand runner and scores off the window. 40-29, the biggest lead of the game for Bayou. 11-point edge, 40-29. 22-26 to go in the third period. Welch fires an open 3 over Eisler. That won't go, but an offside rebound claimed by Edwards for Leake. Up top, Harkins allows the offense to set. Man-to-man defense here from Bayou Academy. Harkins comes left off a screen to the left of the arc, into the corner. Now they work it down low left block. Evans tries to put up a shot off the side of the backboard. Actually, that was deflected by Kraft and over the end line. Ben Jackson now checks in at the dead ball to give Sam Evans some time back on the bench. 40-29 the score here in the third period with 2:03 to go. Edwards trying to trigger it in and just throws it off the side of a defender and it goes right back out of bounds. Fresh 5 seconds to work with here to trigger it. Still looking for somebody. Now gets it to Welch in the left corner. Left thought about the 3. Now pitches back out to Harkins, excuse me, to allow the offense to move. Harkins to the foul line. Pitches in the corner. Edwards guarded closely by J.C. Cox, and his pass trying to get it inside to Jackson is deflected over the end line, and it'll stay with Leake. Jenkins checks out now. And Brett Myers checks in for the Colts. 1:45 to go, third period. A bounce feed inside. Quick three on the way for Welch. Off the heel, no. And Kraft with a rebound for Bayou. Under the offensive end, they work it with Jones. Jones left of the arc, pitches cross court to Cox. Now up top to Eisler. 1:33 to go, third period. Brought to you by Guitar Academy. Left side, Jones back up to Eisler, working with it right side, guarded by Welch. Now he switches over, and he's picked up by Jackson. Now into the corner, wide open look on a three. That one rattles out for Myers, and Welch picks up the rebound for Leake. Watkins with a pass ahead to Prince on the right side of the circle. Back up top to Harkins. He launches a three between the rings. That one rattles out, wouldn't go, and Cox gets the rebound, but now fought for underneath. They try to tie him up, but instead they call a timeout before he can be tied up. And so Bayou will keep possession after they take a 30-second break. 40-29, the score with Bayou on top of Leake Academy. Trying to keep the season alive. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Cruiser 98.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
Bayou Academy with a good timeout there to retain possession before they can get tied up for the ball on the offensive end for Leake. Now still a backcourt inbounds play as Mitchell will be the one that throws it in from underneath his own goal. He does indeed get it into Jenkins, and now Eisler has it, working it up the right side of the floor in backcourt. Welch trying to pressure him as he just gets it across the half-court line, but then throws a pass way over the head of Jenkins and into the Bayou bench. So with 54.7 to go, Leake has the ball. And the clock rolls here as they trail by 11. Nowell in the game, operates with the basketball. Gets it in the corner, Ben Welch down low now. And good shot from Samuel Prince over Carson Jenkins. Prince with 15. And the lead now trimmed down to 9. Nearly a steal for Nowell. Eisler gets it right back, but then turns it right back over. Good job by Prince to seal it. Ahead to Nowell. Races in the lane, puts a right-hand shot. Could not get it to go as it rolls off the rim. But Eisler gets called for the personal foul. And we'll send Nowell to the line. Just his first foul and the first team foul of this entire half. Pretty clean half for both teams on the fouling department. Nowell's first one, good. As now Trey Clark enters the game. Jake Freeney checks out. 8-point game. Second one on the way. That one rolls in. Good job by Nowell to earn the free throws. Jenkins in trouble out front. They do get into front court. Eisler with it. High right side, back across the court to Jenkins. Two-man double team, and now the steal. Nowell over to Welch. Fadeaway jump shot, good from the left baseline. They're rolling now. 40-35, another steal. Prince couldn't get it to go, gets his own miss, puts it back up, left it short. Welch trying to put it up, left it well short. Excuse me, that was Jackson. And the clock winds out for the end of the third period. A couple chances for Leake to make it a one-possession game at the end of the quarter. But at the end of the Guitar Academy third period, Bayou is on top of Leake 40-35 behind a big 8-0 run to start that third period. We'll be right back after 60 seconds here on Cruiser 98.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter, personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Boswell Media Sports.
League ball to start this fourth quarter. Quick shot, a runner in the lane. No good for Nowell. As he drove into the center of the lane, his 6-footer wouldn't go, but an offensive foul called on Harkins on the rebound to give him a second personal foul and a second one in the half on Leake Academy. 40-35 the score in favor of Bayou. It seemed like offense was lost, but then the defense came alive. And in fact, they're giving fits to Mitchell Jones as he tried to get it across half court. And as the pass tries to go underneath the goal to Brett Myers, it was tipped around and batted over the end line by Ben Jackson of Leake. As the clock will stop with 7:37 to go in the game, and retain possession is Bayou. Eisler triggers it in at the top of the circle to Jones. Jones over to Jenkins, left of the arc. Back over right side. Myers drives inside, has a shot put up, scores, and got bumped on the way up. Brett Myers fouled, and that's his first bucket of the game, and that makes the lead 7. And he'll have an and one opportunity here. Puts it up, scores it. 43-35, Bayou on top of Leake. Loser goes home, winner survives and advances. On the offensive end, Welch works it around to Prince. Left corner, rises from 3. Off the front edge, no. Eisler with a rebound, then lost it. Picked up by Welch. Fadeaway jump shot wouldn't go. Eisler does secure the rebound. This time he gets it ahead to Kraft. Racing down the floor, bounce feed underneath. Myers puts up a shot, fouled, wouldn't go though. But he'll head to the line for 2 as Trey Clark commits the personal. He's got him with the body, as that was a quick transition bucket opportunity that Clark refused to let them get in an honest way. Now we're having to wipe off the basketball as this game is so fast-paced. Everybody's perspiring, having to dry off the basketball. Now we're ready for the 2-point opportunities. 2 points. As the first one is made by Myers. That pushes the lead out to 9, 44-35. Myers with a second one. That one kicks off to the right. No good. Defensive rebound for Jackson. On the floor right now, it's Nowell, Welch, Jackson, Clark, and Prince. Nowell at the right elbow stops and is fouled. Looked like Eisler may have reached in, and he doesn't believe that he committed any personal foul. I think they may have called him for a hand check. So Eisler, it's his second personal foul. Second in this half. In total for Bayou Academy. They get it in. Nowell has it on the left side of the arc, dribbles to the head of the circle, down the right lane line, stops, turns in, has a shot partially blocked by Kraft. Offensive rebound, though, put back up and in. Then Jackson gets it done there on a second chance opportunity. 44-37. And a steal. Eisler with a bad pass. Prince driving all alone to the left side of the rim for a right-hand lay-in. He's got 17. And the lead is trimmed down to 5. Eisler trying to get it across half court. Bounces it over to the left side, high left side to Jones. Over to the corner, 3 ball in the air for Jenkins. Short off the edge, and a defensive rebound taken away. Now down the lane, puts up a shot, and he's fouled by Mitchell Jones. Angled from right to left across the lane and tried to put up the shot from the left block and got fouled on the arm. As Jones picks up foul number 2 and the 13th foul on Bayou. Now Nowell with another chance for free throws. He's got 3 made already today. Slight bend of the knees, triggers it up, and it kicks off to the left. No good. Still 44-39. A chance to make it a full-point game here with 6:09 to go in the Smith & Smith attorneys' fourth quarter. Second free throw opportunity. That one hits front rim, back rim, and off. Defensive rebound. Jenkins has it. Now it's stolen. Prince, right-hand as soon as he got the steal. He's got 19, and it's a three-point game, 44-41. Hard defense here from Leake Academy. Jenkins deep into the corner with a pass. Driving down the baseline. They get it to Iser on a pass. Back out front, Jenkins. A three from straight on off the front edge, no. Offensive rebound claim. Put back up. Left it short off Brett Myers. And a foul on the rebound. Offensive foul called on Brett Myers. His first, team fourth. Three-point game as Leake has battled right back into this with 5:37 to go. Here, the Smith & Smith Attorneys fourth quarter. Three ball could tie the game. Out front, they have it with Freeney. Freeney over to Nowell right side, who dribbles it back out near the half-court circle. Right-hand dribble crosses over to the left side of the arc. Down low in the left block, Jackson. Feeds down low, Prince in the center of the lane. Has to turn around with a jump shot. Off the heel, not there. Iser, that's the rebound over to the left side edge. Oh, tipped around, and off of Bayou, out of bounds as Kraft tried to get up with Jackson to get the rebound in the corner. As they fought for it, a great job by Jackson to deflect it off of Kraft and out of bounds. Tough rebound, or a tough inbound spot, though, for Leake. So here's Freeney. He easily gets it in. He gets it right back. Three ball. Yes, sir. Jake Freeney, after inbounding the pass, maneuvered over to the right side of the arc and found himself open for a wide-open junction three. The game is tied at 44. Out of the offensive end for Bayou, a shot put up from the left baseline and scored quickly by Mitchell Jones. He's got 14 and the lead is 2, 46-44. Nearly a turnover as falling down was Nowell, but he kept his dribble the whole time. 4:35 to go here in the Smith & Smith Attorneys fourth quarter. Nowell, bounce feed down low, and a nice put in by Ben Jackson for the right block. He's got 6, and the game is tied once again, 46 all. 4:18 to go. On the offensive end, Bayou Academy. Iser pitches inside to Kraft, all alone for the right-hand man. Got behind the defense that time. He's got 14, and the lead is back to a 2-point edge. 48-46. Bayou on top with 4 minutes even to go here in the fourth quarter. Prince, head of the arc, fires a three. Rattled but wouldn't stay. Kraft with the defensive board. Quick pass ahead. In transition, Myers tries to put up a shot. Blocked! And a defensive rebound. Great job by Freeney to get in the face. Three ball on the other side. Whit Welch hits it. 49-48. Leake on top, and they're on their feet. Crowd chants defense with 3:30 to go. Eisler at the half-court circle, guarded by Welch out front. Comes left off a Kraft screen to the head of the circle. Comes right again off another screen. No-look pass on the lane. All batted around as Kraft couldn't get a handle on it. Out of bounds off Leake to stay with Bayou Academy. In the stoppage, they'll give Nowell a chance to catch a breather. And they'll also check out Jake Freeney. And what a great three from Freeney to get Bayou Academy to get Leake back the lead, 49-48. They do trigger it in. And as Kraft tries to feed down low to Jones, he's bumped from behind by Leake's number 11, Harkins, which is his. I have him for 3. And that'll be the 4th team foul. Or 5th team foul, excuse me. Iser to trigger in, left side of his own bucket. He does get it into Jenkins. Out to Kraft, right side of the arc, back to Jenkins between the rings. Now to Iser, left of the arc, with 3:10 to go. Pitching across the court to Myers, right of the arc. Head of the circle, now back to Iser, left wing. 3:04 to go. Dribbles right off a Kraft screen, back left side to Jenkins, and right back to Iser. Jenkins with it right wing to Iser, now top of the circle. Jones back to Iser. A loose man-to-man shown by the Rebels. 2:46 to go. They're just trying to wind this clock down. Even though they nearly got a steal right there. As Clark got a hand on it. Now the ball hit high in the air on a deflection off of Jenkins' hand and out of bounds. It'll go to Leake. Give Leake Academy credit defensively. It has been the defense of these Rebels that have given them a chance in this game to get takeaways and points off turnovers. 2:30 to go in the game. Leake by 1, 49-48. On the offensive end, Leake Academy works with it. Harkins hands off to Prince, coming left near the half-court line. Up to Clark. Now to Welch. Down low to Prince. Back outside. Free ball in the air for Harkins. Swish! Harkins breaks a scoreless game and gives the Leake Academy Rebels a 4-point lead. 52-48. Myers on the drive. Stops right of the circle and a foul called. Leake fans wanted to travel, but a push on the play called by the officials on Whit Welch. His first foul, 6th team foul. Eisler triggers it in to Kraft to the foul line. To Jones, and now Eisler right wing. Guarded closely there by Welch. Drives it in all the way to the hole for a right-hand lay-in. And with a 2-point lead, a timeout is called. Full timeout by Bayou Academy. 52-50 the score. Leake on top. We'll be back in 60. This is Leake Academy Basketball on Cruising 98.
At Webb Law Firm, we can provide legal assistance or advice to you for any legal matter. Personal injury, auto accident, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorce, or real estate. Attorney Jeff Webb and paralegal Alicia Manuel of Webb Law Firm are ready to assist you. Call our office today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. 601-267-9762. Or stop by our office at 203 South Pearl Street. Webb Law Firm in Carthage. Ready to assist you.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, performance therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
Boswell Media Sports.
Out of the Bayou timeout, Leake Academy has the basketball, leading 52-50 here in the Smith & Smith Attorneys fourth quarter. Harkins, Welch, Jackson, Freeney, and Prince in the game for Leake Academy. 1:37 to go as the clock rolls down. Jackson, right side of the arc. Guarded closely by Kraft. Up to the left side, Freeney. Pitches inside. Smith, or Prince all alone for an easy lay-in. Prince with 21. Lead is full with 1:20 to go. Bayou on the offensive end. Up top, Jenkins. Guarded by Freeney. Over to the right side with Myers. They're giving him some space on the arc. Back to Eisler across the court. Now right back to Myers' right wing. Jenkins head of the circle to Eisler. Deep three left side. Bingo. And immediately a timeout for Bayou. J.R. Eisler, it's his first three of the game to give himself 11 points and cut this lead to 1. Boy, this game is not for the faint of heart. Full timeout on the floor. We'll hold things right here as the clock has been winding down here for the final moments of the fourth quarter. 54-53, Leake Academy on top of Bayou. What has been against the grain for Leake Academy boys basketball this year. They've been known as a team that likes to draw out possessions and take their time offensively. Has turned into a game where they've done a little bit of that, but the real storyline has been their aggressiveness on defense. Though they're not the largest team out there, they are definitely the most aggressive. And most of their big key points in this game have come off of forced turnovers and half-court trap or whenever Bayou just gets it across the timeline. That's really what's kept them in this game, because Bayou has led by as many as 11 in this one. They led by a score of 40-29 in the third period. But since then, Leake has had a 9-0 run go their way in the fourth quarter, and now after that have gained the lead now to 54-53 with 1:02 to go. Welch trying to trigger it in and gets it on a pass to deflect off of Kraft out of bounds. Can't run the baseline now. And another timeout called by Coach Morgan. And that's a 30-second timeout. So Timeout on the floor. 54-53 again, your score in the fourth quarter. Simpson has to trigger it in on the defensive end of the floor. Don't have to take a shot with any speed. You can just about guarantee Bayou is going to try to press defensively and force a turnover on a bad pass if possible. Glad to have you with us here on a Wednesday of basketball activity from Simpson Academy. Welch will be the man to trigger it in, guarded by Eisler. Right of the defensive bucket. Welch fakes the baseball pass, instead just lobs it in right there to Harkins, who has it, as he deflects it off of Eisler out of bounds with 1 minute remaining. So another throw in here for Leake. Welch gets it into Prince, who's immediately fouled on the near sideline by Jenkins as he started to come down the floor. Not enough yet for the bonus, as that's just the 5th team foul. And the first foul on Jenkins. So we'll have to inbound it from just a little bit further down the floor. Still on the backcourt side. Welch ready to put it in play. Does get it into Jackson in backcourt. Back to Harkins, trying to get it across the floor. Still looking for space. Tries to drive in on Jenkins. On Jones. Does get it in front court. Double team. Now gets it to Prince deep in the right corner. Out to the left side. Nearly a 3-ball attempt from Welch. Instead, decides to dribble with it, and that's a wise move. To the top of the arc with Jackson. Jackson fouled from behind. J.R. Eisler gets called for the personal foul, his 3rd and the team's 6th. So one more, and Leake will be shooting the bonus. Freeney ready to throw this one in, guarded by Myers on the near side in front court. Still looking to trigger it in, throws it in back court and throws it away. Actually, now the ball's loose on the sideline. Who's got it? I think Bayou has it and just called a timeout. There's a fight between Jones and Harkins, and Jones won it and they were able to call a timeout. At least I thought they called a timeout. Maybe they said somebody was on the sideline. Nevertheless, it's Bayou Academy ball with 35.4 to go in a 1-point game. 54-53. Now no need to foul. Bayou can just take a shot. And then it's all up to Leake Academy's offense to try to answer with the clock winding down. Right now, Leake has the lead, 1 point. 54-53. Right now, Harkins, who is the one in the battle for the ball, checks out, and coming in, Matthew Nowell. Need some good defense here. Eisler gets it in uncontested to Carson Jenkins, high right side for the Colts. He hands off to Eisler, deep right or high right side. Comes left with his dribble between the rings, pitch it out to the corner. Jenkins has the ball tripped away, batted over the end line, last touched by Bayou. It was a close call between Jones and Jackson. And Leake does get it in with 19 seconds. 18, 17 in backcourt. They throw it ahead. Jackson gathers it, pitches it across the court. Bayou has to foul. Welch over to the right side, and they eventually foul as he tried to get it to Nowell. Let's see who they'll put at the line. Is it going to be Welch or Nowell? Fans over here said they didn't get the foul in honest. 9.6 seconds on the clock. Welch will be the man to shoot free throws. 54-53 after that foul's called on Brett Myers. If he makes both of them, the worst that can happen is probably overtime. First one, high off the rim, wouldn't go. Chance for Bayou here. Jenkins ahead to Eisler. To the right of the arc, pitches across court. Jenkins, left circle, steps inside, left elbow shot. Will not fail. Game over. 54-53. Leake wins it and advances. 54-53. The Rebels survive. You could not ask for more competitive ball games between Bayou Academy and Leake. Give credit where credit's due. Both the boys and girls teams battled hard out here on the floor today. But Leake Academy survives and will play on Friday night as they will face Mag Heights. They'll be the home team. That game will be at 6:30 on Friday night here at Simpson Academy. And we'll hope you'll join us on Cruising 98 for that contest as Leake Academy wins it tonight, 54-53, as both the boys and girls teams get their victories. We'll be back to wrap this one up with the Ozark Ag postgame report. Back in a moment. This is Leake Academy basketball on Cruising 98.
T&K Farms Wood-Mizer is Mississippi's Wood-Mizer sawmill equipment dealership. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer sells the complete Wood-Mizer equipment line from small personal sawmills to the industrial equipment lineup. T&K Farms stocks parts and has experienced factory-trained service technicians with both in-shop and mobile service available. See T&K Farms Wood-Mizer to start your sawmill business today. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Wood-Mizer, just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville, 662-803-4332.
The Junction and Prince Oil Fuel Champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel with people who are invested in your community. 60 years of fueling Central Mississippi and champions like Leake Academy. Locations are all over Mississippi. Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Ridgeland, Scuba, Louisville, Newton, and Union. They also do catering.
So be sure to put some Junction in your next function.
It's the Junction and Prince Oil.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back inside Simpson Academy as Leake wins it on the boys' side today, 54-53. And what a thrilling finish, as it was a game of a lot of defense, even though the scoreboard had a collective 107 points. As the true story of the game is Leake Academy's defense on the boys' side, as they were able to charge in, get steals with a half-court trap on this Bayou Academy Colt offense. And it really was the difference maker in this one, as Bayou was cold from the floor to start that third quarter. Let's take you back to that point. It was 27-26 in favor of Leake at the end of the first half. But then in the third quarter, the Bayou Colts started off on a 6-0 run. Timeout called by Coach Morgan. And even after that, they were able to get another quick bucket to go up 34-27 with a 7-point lead. Eventually, Leake was able to get back in it at the end of that quarter, able to score 6 unanswered to make it a 40-35 contest at the end of 3. Nearly got another chance on some second chance points there at the end of the quarter, but came up short to just make it a 5-point game, 40-35. Well, then, that's when the defense really turned it on. After Bayou went up 44-35 to start the quarter, Leake would go off on a 9-0 run to tie the game at 44 all. Then it was just a back-and-forth affair where Leake was able to outscore Bayou Academy and win it today 54-53. Final totals in the point category for today's team. Samuel Prince finishes with 21, and all of those coming in shots from the floor. Had 1 3 brought to you by the Junction, and a couple other threes also, one from Jack Harkins and 2 from Whit Welch. Welch finishes the day with 8 points, Jackson with 6, Harkins with 3, and then Nowell with 7 points as well to tally up that 54-point total on the Leake Academy side. On the Bayou side, it was Mitchell Jones, number 2 in gray and blue, that finished with 14 points. Actually, I think I had that one wrong. I think he should be credited with 13, which would tie him with Thomas Kraft for 13 points. J.R. Eisler finished with 11, Carson Jenkins with 8, and then Brett Myers finished with 3. Bayou Academy falls to 15-15 on the season as their season comes to a close. Meanwhile, Leake Academy advances to 21-11 on the year and will face Mag Heights on Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Well, been a great day for basketball for Leake Academy. Girls get the win today, 32-29 over Bayou, and then the guys get the win 54-53 here in this evening's contest. Glad to have you along here tonight. We'll hope you'll join us again next time. Again, girls will continue playing, and their game time will be at 4 o'clock on Friday. And then the guys' game will afterward, unless they want to reverse things around and line up teams closer to one another. That happens from time to time. But right now the plan is the girls' game between Leake and Pillow will be at 4 o'clock. And then Heritage versus the winner of Simpson and Starkville will be at 5:15. Then the boys' game against Mag Heights will happen at 6:30. And then Heritage versus the winner of Simpson and Starkville tonight. That will be the 7:45 game on Friday. But until then, again, what you need to know right now, as it stands, the League girls will play at 4 on Friday against Pillow, and the guys will play at 6:30 against Mag Heights. A wonderful result for both the girls and guys today, as both teams come away victorious, secure their spots in the 5A tournament. We'll see what seed they will have, as they have more to play here in 2023. For our entire crew, Billy Steen back in the studio. For our friend Phillip Palmertree, helping me getting prepared, and Breck Riley as well, helping us out on the YouTube side of things for Boswell Media Sports. I'm Caleb Hamill. Thanks again to the audio stream sponsor today, Mayla Weber of Next Door Insurance, and all of our fine sponsors here on the network, and wrapping up our Ozark Ag post-game show. I'm Caleb Hamill. Thanks for tuning in.